Yeah, back in the building. Man's all chilled out Saturday night. You know the set, Spence. Uh,
Yep.
the long-awaited watch along is back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start in the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it. And I'm inside, so I don't need glasses.
Coming up.
But you know, it's the
I
props.
don't know why you're talking about that because that's never stopped you before.
For real, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Spence, this is actually anyway. Before we go, let's just big up the people. Let me see who the first person in the dance was. I should have known. Old tight Jermaine Williams here for it. First man in the building. Skyliner the Elliot is here. Elliot Francis is here. Hot Video 1890 is here. Denzel Bell is here. Ace 1221 is here. Yemi X 1797 is here. The one and only Bobby Wright. Great win for Zach Shelley, and we will be talking about that. Old type Freddy 417. Greetings, Tunde Spencer, and the chat. Nathaniel Media already said that. 8625. Here. Everyone's here. John's here. Mr. Bryce 82 is in the building. Nathaniel Talks J5H. Big up Uncle Tunde and Uncle Spence. Where has Spence gone? Where has he gone? Already. He started. He started already. Old time Kwame the Gator. Uncle Spencer, aka Pork Pie, has left the dance already. He just came in the dance and he's gone. He just came, Bobby. He actually just came in the dance and he's left already. I keep telling man about this Wi-Fi, but he ain't listening. He Oh, here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is.
No,
Spence, you're back. You got the little top collar thing today, yeah. Cool. Is that how you moving?
yeah, that's exactly how I'm moving, my brother.
Oh, the lovely Miss Levi. She is here. She says, Tun Spence chat, big up, you know the set. Tunde, you and your son had a feast. Boy, I told Josh, and my baby boy is leaving me tomorrow to go to Qatar for a month. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's my heartbeat. But yeah, I told him have the Ebola. He's like, nah, dad, a gussie. I said, bro, I'm telling you, eat this. He's like, nah. When the Ebola came out, he couldn't believe it. He could not believe it. But yeah, it is what it is. We still had a lovely dinner. And it was all good. Hold tight, hold on. Yeah. There's just too many people in the dance. But Spence, before we actually get into it, right now on the screen, I see Liam Cameron, Brad Bray. Brad Bray seems to be establishing himself on the front foot. Cameron, I think he had a good start as well from what I see. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about
Come on,
the
Jack
wonderful
Kelly.
win by our man Zach Shelley. And what did I tell you, Spence?
Listen, somebody's been telling me for a long time about Jack Kelly. They're a very spiritual camp. They're a very serious camp. And you know what? And fair play to him. He went out and he did the business. So all the credit in the world to him. You know what I mean?
And
All the
I'm
credit in the
really,
world to him.
the reason why I said it, and I commented on his dad's page earlier in the week, and I said, listen, this is a great opportunity for both father and son. I'm happy for them, and go out there and enjoy the moment, because really and truly, boxing's it is a career that's you start today, you're gone tomorrow. It goes that quick. So
Bro, I'm
when
telling you.
when you get the opportunity to fight these fights, you grab them with both hands, and he certainly done more than grab it with both hands. He grab it with foot, knees, and toes. And
You know what, Ton? I think Kelly will get the winner of Cameron Ray. You know this fight that's going on right now. I think that he'll get the winner.
well, basically, listen. Morrell was in line. I mean, he's just literally shaken up the light heavyweight division
Yeah,
because
the way he broke up. Listen, I told you already. I don't touch them.
yeah, Spence. Before you go on, your mic is sounding mad. It sounds like an echo thing,
yeah.
and that's strange because it wasn't like that in the beginning. You
Uh,
sounded
um,
quite.
1 second. How's it now?
Nah, you sound like you're on an aircraft, bro.
All right.
You
I'll
sound
come
like
off the
you're on
thing and come back in. Yeah, I'll come off and
you
come
sound
back
like
in.
you're on an aircraft. Yeah, come lock off and come back in. Old tight Sammy J6Z3E for the 20 sec. Appreciate, brother. Watching you on the phone and boxing on TV at the same time, and that's how this thing goes. Because we don't want to hear the usual commentary from these men here. That's no disrespect to the voice of boxing, Adam Smith, but sometimes it's kind of, it's kind of biased. And we don't always look at that right and left hook. Anyway, I don't want to even give these men the powers right now, Spencer. I'm waiting for Dubois and Wardley. But let us say, Spence, man saying you got your headset from Poundland. Spence, can you even hear me, Spence? Can you hear me? Hold on. Tell people, is Spencer is Spencer frozen? Spence, are you frozen? Bro, the brother's frozen. Oh my god. I ain't Bobby right. Spencer's frozen. Oh my god. Spencer's frozen. Oh no, bro. Oh my goodness gracious me. I was talking, bro. I thought I was in the Matrix. Oh my god. What is the matter with this brother? Oh my god. Oh, Spencer. Where's my tissues? Well, I need to get some tissues from Spencer. Bobby right, Daniel Yemi. The guy was frozen. Bro, I was talking to the mummy. I was literally talking to the mummy. I didn't know what, but I was like, hold on. How come I don't see no movement? How come I don't see no movement? I don't see no movement in the brother. Spencer Fearon. This guy, when a man's just too tight, he just don't want to pay for the extra powerful Wi-Fi. He just wants to continue to be in a tight Yarde. I don't know what's the matter with this brother. Oh my god. He was frozen. I was like, hold on. I can't see no head movement, no eye movement. Spencer, nah, like with Spencer, yeah, I can't be serious. I always, no, bro, it's not even my energies, man. I always try to be serious with this guy, and those that know me know that I've got the serious side. But when Spencer comes on, it's impossible for me to be serious. Oh yeah, Brad Ray just lit down Liam Cameron, and this fight looks, bro, his face looks bust up already. All right, Cameron on the front foot, left hook, right hook, left uppercut, right uppercut, right hook, left hook, down Cameron goes. And let me tell you something, they're best fling in the towel. Yep, fight done. This is why you don't look for the fight after the fight that you're in. Liam Cameron has just been stopped by Bradway in spectacular fashion. And it just shows you, he had a good fight with Lyndon Arthur. He actually put Lyndon down early, but Lyndon came back and done it. But what a win. The light heavyweights are on fire tonight. Bradway has put himself right up there now. And maybe, as Spencer said, we may see a fight with Bradway against Zatchelli. We may see a fight with Bradway against whoever. Maybe a Lyndon Arthur rematch. And before anyone says it, these men, they can't fight AY because they're not paying the money. They're not paying the money, so they can't fight AY. They got to come better. But I'm telling you, from a domestic standpoint, that is a fantastic win.
Horrible left hook. Horrible left hook.
Massive left hook. It was left hook, right hook, left uppercut, right hook, left hook. Down he goes. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Beautiful boxing.
Listen, Ton, end of the day, yeah? Is it sounding better now, yeah?
No. You still sound echoey, bro. You still
Oh,
sound
man.
echoey.
Oh,
But
man.
listen, we can
No,
hear
no,
you,
no,
but it
no,
just
no.
sounds like you're in a Boeing 747, bro.
What, is it better now? Can you hear me better? Is it better now?
No. Them pound line headphones don't work. I'm telling
Nah,
you.
brother. It's bloody £45, Tundi.
How much?
£45.
No. Go back for the refund, man. Yeah. Man saying your mic is a madness. It's a defo a pound line headphones. That's what man's saying, Spence. But that's crazy because when me and you was offline, it was clear. It was very clear. Spence, come on, you're showing your age.
I'm bringing it right back to the people there, Tundi.
Spence.
They're taking liberties.
Spence, you're showing your age now. Putting it upside down does not make the thing work. Spence, putting the
But wait a minute. You said first they were sounding all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Spence,
Trust me.
putting it upside down don't make it work better. It don't, mate. Kwame saying get rid of the something. Timu special. Yeah, man say you got a Timu. Bro. Oh, this has been a fun-filled night already. It's been a fun-filled night already, but listen, we ain't even started to watch along yet, but there's been so much excitement thus far. Zach Chelly has caused a major upset in defeating David Morrell. And also Brad Ray has really spoiled the apple cart now. Liam Cameras was promised big fights. If he were to win this fight, they promised him Anthony Yarde or Joshua Boatsi. I don't know how that was going to work out, but it just goes to show that you can never take your eye off the ball in the sport of boxing. You know, someone's always training, and you're a marked man. Once the spotlight is on you, you become a marked man. And Brad Ray has definitely seized the moment, and I'm actually very, very happy for the young man. And let's see what's next for him. I'm sure he's going to be offered a few fights, but he's got an international title, because I believe that's the WBA international title, which, you know, that's book of dream stuff for someone like Brad, you know, especially coming off a defeat. And so well done to him. But Spence, we are really here to discuss. Come on, man. All them boys, they can't test. You know, Denzel, they can't test. These boys can't test.
How does it sound now?
You sound okay now.
All right, yeah.
But that's because you ain't got the power line headphones on.
I just took it off.
Tunde, what do you think of Zach Chelly's dad? Listen, if you go on Zach Chelly's dad's page, you will see my comments. Before the fight, I've been telling Spencer's like, Zach Chelly's going to get broke up. I'm like, Chelly's going to get broke up. I'm like, no. This is what I was saying on the podcast earlier on in the week. The father and son dynamic is them. Oh, look at that left hook. What a counter left foot. The first knockdown. Nah.
It was very sharp, you know.
That was a perfectly timed left hook. Tunde Ajayi, you see the boxing. Ant's asking me, am I watching the boxing? Of course. I'm doing a watch along, Ant. Let me just message him back. Sorry. Cool. Yeah, but what a perfectly timed left hook. And again, this sport is so exciting, Spencer. We get moments like this on fights like this and occasions like this where, you know, it's great to be involved in such a sport. I'm being honest with you. But yeah, going back to the question, what do I think of Zach Chelly's dad? I've been saying it. The father and son dynamic is the most powerful in the sport of boxing. Floyd Mayweather Sr., Joe Calzaghe Sr., or Enzo Calzaghe, should I say? Shane Mosley Sr. The list goes on and on, Spez. I know you got some more for me. But, you know, we can keep on going. David Benavidez, Jose Benavidez Sr. It's just, I don't see how having your father in the corner can be a bad thing. There's this narrative out there that has made people believe that having your father in the corner is a bad thing.
It greatly comes from Howard Davis Jr. when he won the Olympic gold medal in 1976, and his dad was involved, and things just didn't work out too good. Do you know what I mean? Because his dad was too controlling, but you know, he also signed for a lot of money, so he got some mad money just for turning pro back then.
Back in the day.
Maybe that took away his desire. Because he got more money than Sugar Ray Leonard.
Look at that.
Right? I remember 1976, Sugar Ray Leonard's first pro fight against Willie the Bull Vega. Sugar Ray Leonard got $40,000. Right? That is 50 years ago.
50 years ago, the knowledge.
Right. Marvin Hagler's first professional fight was $40 Sunday.
Marvin Hagler, look at that, from $40 to $40,000.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I hated Leonard. But some say to say like, so when they say like father and son don't work, father and son work, they say that, but on the cases like we're looking at now as well, I think the father and son relationship, they've learned from the people who made the mistakes.
Yes, Virgil Ortiz Senior, Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Virgil Ortiz Senior. I mean, the list goes on and on. I as I said, thank you, Sammy, for the 100 sec. You know, we're going up 50 and now 100. He said he really enjoyed the Playbook podcast. Great to see you two breaking down the sport of boxing. Yes, AY is a hero for all of us, especially us who grew up and are growing up in London. Thank you very much, sir, for your comment and for your donation. Devon Haney, Bill Haney, they're all there. And then you have coaches that are literally father figures to these fighters.
I'll give it a rest, Tunde. Give it a rest.
No, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Virgil Hunter and Andre Wood.
Yeah, but Virgil's his godfather, isn't it?
There you go. And then you're talking about Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach. That's almost a father-son relationship, you know. And so it doesn't work for some, but there are more notable champions or father and sons in the sport of boxing that I can see anyway. And they've had great stories and great success. But well done to Zach Chelly Sr. and his father doing great things in the sport of boxing, and I can't wait to see what's next. He says, can Zach Chelly win a world title? Well, he's just beaten a two-time world champion, a two-weight world champion tonight.
Exactly.
So
thank you for the money there. But of course he can. Why can't he?
Yes, definitely. I believe so.
I mean, of course he can.
Yeah. Big up patron the Capo. He said Anthony Yarde been fighting anyone and everyone, and guys who have never left their back garden asking for 50-50 split, thinking they even deserve a chance, is pure madness. Well, you know, I try not to go into the financials of the sport of boxing,
but then don't.
But and I'm not gonna. But we know what we're worth. You know, I can't leave the man hanging. Old type Vidal Riley and his father, big up. Shakur Stevenson and his granddad. Listen, he says Moreau hasn't been the same since Benavidez. Well, isn't that his first fight? No, that's his second fight. Even his second fight after Benavidez was a madness against Kapmatov or stuff. I was ringside for that fight, and I think he was down in that fight. Yeah, he was down in that fight. So maybe. You know, I don't want to start saying people's got a soft set chin, because at world level, you know, all these guys punch tremendously hard and they're skilled. But I think it was the fact that Zach Chelly is, you know, he lost against Callum Simpson. Who else? Umar beat Zach Chelly. No, Umar beat Cody, I remember. But didn't he fight Zach Chelly? He might have fought Zach Chelly. I can't remember. But Zach has got a few, you know, losses on his career. And fair play to him. He's continued to work hard, a school teacher. So, you know, he's a role model to a lot of young people out there. Spencer, you're not still trying to fix that dad headphones you've got. It ain't going to work.
Shut up, man. It's working, man.
You sound like you're on an aeroplane. You sound like you're on a British Airways flight and you're telling the passengers what are gone. So you just dash them headphones.
I don't know what's going on here because it's working before, isn't it?
Bro, the headphones sound like you're underwater and they sound like you are the captain in charge. They don't sound good, Spence. I don't know what happened. A man saying the sound is terrible to us. Everyone's laughing at you, Spence. Just dash the headphones away. Dash the headphones away. They don't work. But they did work in the beginning, so maybe there's a technical issue there. Man said sound like you're on some illegal radio station. Oh, now you've turned them the right way up. The upside down weren't working.
Nah, it don't matter, man.
Anyway, the idea was good. You had the right idea, but it ain't working. Listen, people are excited for this watch along. You know, we've already got over 400 people waiting for this thing, waiting for the watch along. But Spence, we got to get your opinions on this fight. I know mine slightly flickered this afternoon in the car. Hold on. Old tight Jermaine Williams, 4,700. Thank you for the donation. £2. He said, I believe Daniel won this. You know what? I want to hear what Spence has to say first. I'm just being real.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that you're being real, Baba Tunde Ajayi. I wouldn't want you to be unreal.
That's correct.
Right? I'm just keeping it totally 100, Tunde. My reservations are, and it's not a cop out neither having two minds, is because I'm saying when we're dealing with a consistent man versus an inconsistent man, then I'm gonna go with the consistent man.
What do you mean by consistent? You mean in terms of fights, and
I'm
the
talking about
regularity of the fights,
and mental temperament, Tunde.
mental temperament. Well, mental temperament, I can roll with that, but consistency, inconsistency. I think that is it's always a question of who you're dealing with, because if you look at Terence Crawford's career from years back, he was only fighting once a year.
Yeah, he was only fighting once a year, but
yeah,
if you hear Terence
Floyd
Crawford
as
talking,
well.
yeah, I know. If you hear, yeah, but not early on in his career, he wasn't.
No, for sure, no.
Right, exactly. So once he reached the level, then it was that. But Terence Crawford, I reckon, is the wrong person to use because Terence Crawford has never lost a fight.
Yes,
so,
yes,
right.
yes. Agreed.
But I'm saying to have lost the fight to the boss, and it isn't Usyk. Usyk is the world's number one.
Yes.
To go lose to Usyk, and then you're coming down levels now, there is no shame, right? And then also the thing what I admire about the consistency of what Daniel Dubois did when he was consistent in the Riyadh season. In the Riyadh season, he was very consistent because, like, he's done a number on Big Baby Miller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's done a number on Hergovich. And then he's done a number on Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
Right? That is very serious.
Yes, massive resume there.
Right. That is like, just be real. That is very, very serious. But what I'm trying to say to you is, like, I'm talking about because he hasn't fought regularly, and it's been a year now, isn't it?
I believe so. I have to check.
So,
but you might be right.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Now, the inconsistency of that, and I understand, like, when you're at a certain level, but I think someone like Daniel Dubois needs to be consistent. Because when he's inconsistent, he don't break routine. Because you saw when he came into the gym, when he started to work, and he started to work to him, he looked fat. You know what I mean? He looked like his mom's pregnant, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. But in the same thing, I do think this fight's going to be down to corners. And maybe the ghost of what Don Charles and his team did to Ben Davison and Joshua's team could be in the back of their head. You know what I mean?
I've seen, it looks to me that Ben's taking more of a backward role in this. I don't know. Was he on the stage at a press conference?
Nobody was on the stage. It was only Magic Hands and Fabio on the stage.
Okay.
Right, but then for Daniel Dubois at Don Charles, Daniel Dubois at Riz, Daniel Dubois at Sam Jones.
Yes.
As Magic Hands called him, his carers, Tunde.
I found that very funny. I'm not gonna lie. I found that funny. Man say not your handlers, your carers.
Right.
Thank you, Sec, for the 20. Thank you, Sec. Thank you, Sammy, for the 20 sec. Listen, Manny is a big baller now. Manny's supposed to do these technicalities for us, which is a shame. But I'm gonna make it a point that Manny either does it or shows us or shows me how to get the minutes up on the screen, because it's true the people want to know what's ticking down. But for now, we'll have to make do with nothing and just the commentary. But I'm gonna get on it, Sammy. I promise you that. Spence.
I mean, that's all I'm saying on the rules on this one, son. Like,
When you say why didn't it work with Tony, I don't know. I think I think a lot of people, a lot of trainers.
You're too high up on the screen. You want to come down a bit, man.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think a lot of trainers, Bobby, have their way, and they don't really like interference. They like to be in total control of their space. I'm not saying that this was the reason for the split, but I can see that being definitely one of the reasons. And Daniel's dad plays a big presence in everything Daniel does. But maybe we are saying all these excuses, but maybe it's just the fact that Daniel just didn't like it there, and he liked it better at with Don Charles, and ultimately that led to him going back to there, going back to the man who he won the world title with.
You know what?
Yes.
When it comes to that, I think it's more to do with comfortability.
Yes.
And I don't think he was comfortable with Tony Sims. That's it. And not only that, well, him going into the gym with Tony Sims, he's not the star boy in there. Tony Sims has got a plethora of fighters with him he's working with, right? You're not the star boy. him going to Don Charles. What? What's so funny?
Man said, if Dubois is in trouble in his corner, man should tell him that Wardley's been messaging his girl. And then Dubois will come out like a monster. Bro, baby, you're making me joke. Old time Patreon, the capo. Well, listen, there are certain things that motivate certain people, and maybe his girl might be one of them. Anyway, carry on, Spence.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all. I ain't really got a lot to say on that matter, to tell you the honest truth. I just believe that Don Charles is a better fit for Daniel Dubois than what, and not only that, but I think they also came to the pressure of how people were being very negative towards them. You know what I mean?
Towards who?
Towards the dad.
Okay.
When he left Don.
Yes. Who do you believe? But you still ain't told us who you believe is gonna win.
Tunde, I have to be real with you, yeah? I have to make that assessment.
Well, I'm gonna repeat your words. Yeah, please. I hope you're real with me. That's what you just. I'm just switching it back on you. That's why I expect you to be real with me. But guys,
right, no, I'm just saying. I would have to favour the more consistent person, and that's going to be Wardley. But there is something in me that says Daniel Dubois knocks him out in 3 rounds.
No, bro, what kind of sit on the fence he or she verdict is that?
No.
Wait
there.
Just
all
tell me the thing.
Like,
bro, don't try to come with them politically correct answers. Is Wardley going to win, or is Fabio going to win?
Well, you just said it's Wardley or Fabio going to win. No. You see? You're blasting tongue-twisting Nigerian. You just said is Wardley going to win or is Fabio going to win? They're the same guy.
Is Wardley going to win or is Daniel going to win? You know what I'm talking about. Bruv, you got to
You know what? I'm gonna edge for Wardley too.
All right, cool. Listen. It's just an opinion. It's just listen. We've been wrong on a few occasions.
I'm gonna be real with you. I will know after the first 90 seconds of the fight.
Yeah, but we know boxing. We know boxing. We know how this thing goes.
Yeah.
Thank you, McCann's for what's that? McCann 65. Thank you for the £2. Said when's Yard back? British title challenge. Now we're gone past that level, bro. We're gone past
But
that
thank
British
you for
thing.
the £2, bro.
But
Thank you.
thank you for the £2. But we're back very soon. And with some exciting news, hopefully to drop soon. Very, very, very soon. So yeah, let's wait and see. You know, nice background T. Thank you very much. My opinion on the fight, bro, I don't business. The way I am is like, I know how boxers are, and I know how, especially the boxers from London or boxers from anywhere, to be honest with you. I did talk about the story of Isham Pickering. I predicted a fight before, and this guy come for me like 10 years later. He's like, bro, what kind of disrespect that he is? I'm like, bro, I just give my opinion. Allow me. You know, don't take it personal. It's just like we can all have an opinion. Some fights I might back you. Some fights I might just have an opinion. I'm sure everyone has an opinion when my guys fight. And listen, everyone is entitled to their opinion. It's a sport of boxing. As long as everybody comes out healthy, that's all I'm ever concerned about. But for me, I too started to have reservations this evening when I boxed down the Nigerian food when I was driving back home. I don't know, the thing just came in my head. I was like, boy, all these Fabio's on a little run, you know. He's on a little run and his confidence is high. But I'm not going to sit on the defense or on the fence. I'm saying Daniel Dubois in 3 rounds. This fight ain't going 3 rounds. That's my belief. Now, if I'm wrong, I can't wait to see it that I'm wrong. Regardless to say, it's a great fight, and that is kind of mad because Fabio's unbeaten. He's knocked out everybody he's fought. I just feel like he hasn't been in a ring with a concussive puncher like Daniel Dubois. And you just need to check the resume. He's been in with a skilled boxer in Justin Hooney, but Justin Hooney is not a one-punch knockout merchant.
No, and certain times, Parker was having him up.
Yeah, Parker was doing no. Hooney was having him up.
Parker was having up as well.
I mean,
Parker was having him up.
Yeah, it was back and forth. I was very impressed with Fabio's boxing in the Parker fight. He started the fight very well, you know, with his jab and stuff like that. So he showed also that he's learning on the job. He's getting better with each fight. I just think that the shots that I don't want to go against what I believe. I believe power is determined by who's standing in front of you.
Most definitely.
I've always said that, Spence. Power is determined by who's standing in front of you. Some guys are power punchers in front of certain people, but then they're not. The power wasn't evident when Daniel fought Usyk. It wasn't evident when he fought Joyce. You know, we're talking about the losses there. In the same token, we've seen power evident when he fought AJ. You know, when he fought the British guys on the way up. And so it would just be, as you say, after the first round, I think we're really going to get a feel of the fight. Because I believe this is going to be explosive. I believe 2 men are going to come out in the center of the ring and they're just going to start trading. I don't think Wardley has been on the floor yet, has he?
No, he's been hurt though.
He's been hurt, yeah. Oh, listen, it's boxing, it's heavyweight boxing. We're going to get hurt. But he's still got that under his belt that he's never touched the canvas. Daniel has, but I think when we're dealing with Daniel, we're just dealing with a different proposition because this guy is trained. Daniel has been programmed to be a fighter. He's not been programmed to be politically correct. He's not been programmed to be articulate in front of the cameras. Just very basic and a fighter. And I believe those attributes make him more dangerous as his career goes on because he's still very young, you know, Spence.
Yeah, I know.
He's still very young. Someone's asking what time the fight is. It's straight after this. This is the co-main event. Jack Rafferty moving up into our division, 147 against Eco. Eco's having a bit of a tough time now, just coming off that defeat against Jack Catterall, a stoppage defeat, and he's right back in there. But they call him the engine. But is this a step too far for Jack Rafferty, because he's just come up from 140 straight into the engine? Echo.
Well, the thing about it is this, Sunday. It's like the good thing about how boxing is now is that you're not going to get no bring-in fights,
Yeah, not if you want to get paid.
No, exactly. And I think they've got their plan to go where they're going, and they're thinking, well, I mean, Ethel just lost his last fight, and this would be the fight to put Ratted. This would be the fight. Yeah.
Overhand right in your ass, Waller. Sorry,
right.
so sorry for the language, people.
He's
but
trying
they know.
Again. He needs to come back with the left hook, Ethel, when he's trying.
And you know what? It's actually the first time I've actually seen Rafferty backed up, because usually he's the strong 140 pounder, but he's taking steps back.
Well, boy, he's getting thumped up.
Boy, look at this right. Oh, nah. Echo's on fire now. Echoes, and this is what happens when you got a man who just trains for volume. You best have some skills and a good engine. We see Michael Offer getting interviewed here. I've been liking his little, his antics.
Yeah, winding up Sam Jones.
In the build-up. He's talking the thing. I love it. Winner fights Itoma, big fight. Well, if it's Fabio, he won't be fighting Itoma. I'll tell you that for free. Because they're in the same gym.
Yeah.
Some of the times.
Look. Michael, when he's wearing suit, he's meant to wear a suit with a tie. You don't wear a suit with the top button undone. You don't. It's not the look.
Yeah, that's because you're the suit man, Spence.
Exactly. And you don't. But apart from that, and his face looks a bit dry on the TV as well.
Do you know? I knew you was gonna say that. You gotta be sharp when you get an analysis from Spencer of how you look on TV. No. Sammy, for the another 26 years, Fabio wins mid to late. Interesting. I see a lot of views, a lot of public opinion swaying to Fabio over the last 24 hours. Thank you, Media Alert 01 for the €5.99. He says, respect, Unks. Do you think that a loss for Dubois would be more detrimental for him than Wardley? A loss against Usyk is more justifiable than to Wardley. Great question.
It's a credible loss to lose to Usyk, because Usyk's going to go down as an all-time great. It is not a credible loss. It is not a credible loss for you to go lose to Fabio Wardley, right? Especially Fabio Wardley never had no amateur fights.
Well, isn't that Fabio Wardley's the champion now, Spence?
Yeah, he's a champion. He never won his 10 rings, was he?
Well, listen, I just, me, I'm, when you're talking about spirituality and stuff like that, I'm just a person that just don't believe. I believe people get things because they deserve it.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
And I'm saying that he deserves to be world champion for a reason. He was ready to fight Usyk. Usyk decided to give up the belt rather than to face him. And he's where he's supposed to be. He's a world champion. Now, can he defend it? We don't know. He'll have to do what Daniel Dubois did, defending or making the first defense of his title against AJ and winning and solidifying himself as a world champion. So I feel like if he wins, if Fabio beats Dubois, I don't think it's any shame, Spence. Until someone can beat Fabio.
No, I'm not saying it's a shame. Yeah. But I'm doing it into comparisons, right? And
just to stop me there, we now have close to 800 people waiting for the watch-along. Because they know when the watch-along
I hear all of that, yeah?
Yes.
But it's time to go to church. You know what I mean? Start sending some Snapchat money.
Sending the peas. Fabio drew with flipping Clark. Laugh at that. Now, you lot are disrespectful. Clark is a good fighter. It's just that, again, I don't know. Yeah, and again, this is why I'm going for Dubois, because I feel like you man are disrespecting Dubois. Dubois has only lost against Usyk. All right, Joe Joyce. But boy, it's like, bro, I need my eyes. I'm not carrying on if my eyes can't work. So it's like, The dad is like, yeah, Dan, just cool, rest yourself, just stay on your knee. If he was a real quitter, he would have quit against Kevin Lenara.
Very true. He's shown a
He
lot
would
of
have
heart
quit
in that
against.
fight.
It would have quit against, because that was a reason to quit, because his knee was mash up, Spence.
Yeah, I know.
His knee was mash up. So, you know,
But
I feel like
Esselman's face is bust up, son.
is it bust? This is what I'm trying
It's
to
a bad
say.
cut, man.
He keeps on getting punched up, man. These brothers keep punching him up. Because that style, what he's got is, it's a, I call it, you know, the sand thing.
The timer. The sand timer.
The sand timer. That when you fight like that, your career is like a sand timer career. Because you can't just keep fighting like that.
Now, when you got that fighting style, yeah?
Look at that.
Right.
That's a strong right hand, you know.
Yeah, that is Tunde. That is 25 fights and you're done.
25 fights and you're done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many fights Echo Esselman's got right now.
You're probably about the same.
Yeah, well, yeah. That style of fighting.
Surprised.
You know what I mean?
Echo Esselman has had, imagine that. Tonight is his 25th fight.
Okay, then. Right. You've heard what I said, son.
And you just said
that style, and I'm going historically, yeah? From the Barry McGuigans, the Paul Hodgkinsons,
yes,
all of those men who've got that style of fighting, when they get to 25 fights, they get unstuck. The Joe Fraziers of this world, those guys, they're the 25 fight clubs.
Interesting. I don't think, you know, they said Rafferty beats Ben at 147. I think now brothers are just, man is just totally disrespecting Conor Ben. But Conor Ben can fight, bro. I don't know what's the matter with people.
Brother,
You're going on like
Rafferty
Conor
can't beat Conor Ben.
Conor Ben is a fighter.
Rafferty can't beat Conor Ben, Tunde. I'm telling you this now.
Come on, man. That's disrespect. Conor Ben is Conor Ben is not even thinking about this level of fighters. The fans have got to understand that when you get to a certain level or point in this sport of boxing, you're not thinking about no one behind, because it's a different pay scale. It's different. You know, these guys are on thousands, those guys are on millions. And there is a big gap. And so
your camera, man.
Sorry, as much as a lot of guys will want to see certain fights, they're just never gonna be in the running, because it's just pay, it's money, it's called prize fighting for a reason.
So listen to me. Conor Ben would punch off my man's cornrows. I'll tell you that now for nothing. There's levels. He's good though, don't get twisted. He's good, but there's levels for a reason.
Yeah, there's levels for a reason. Media Alert says, call me crazy, but if Wardley wins, I would mind seeing him fight Tyson Fury, but I can't see Fury taking such a risk before a gigantic fight against AJ. No way.
Why would he?
Why would
he?
Tyson Fury and AJ are getting the biggest paydays of their career. So please, God, please, AJ come through on July 27th. Bro, I'm not even happy that he's fighting an unbeaten fighter, because the Albanian man in my car wash said, I'm telling you, this guy, anything can happen. This is my car wash man. He's telling me that.
Tunde.
He's telling me it's his brethren.
Tunde, listen.
Go on.
Please forgive me before you get carried away. Your car wash man, is telling you about boxing because he knows the man.
Yes.
Shut up on your face.
No, listen. This is the same way people are underestimating Zach Chelly. And this is boxing, Spence.
No, Zach Chelly, you told me from morning.
Yeah, I did tell you that. Yeah, I did tell you that. Yeah.
Wait, is it me or Sam Jones looks fat?
But I don't call people fat, man. That's your thing. I don't call people fat.
All right, does he look a bit bloated then? Is that?
I don't know, man. Don't ask for them kind of questions.
Sam, you're looking a bit fat, you know.
Listen, I'm telling you, the Albanian man must have some knowledge. He said, listen, he's a very good fighter. It's not going to be easy. But listen, we're talking about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's supposed to go in there and just secure the fight. And that's what I'm looking for. I would personally, just from a fan's perspective, probably my my what's the not what's I'm trying to look for the word, just my own selfishness. I don't even want there to be a warm up. I just want them to fight. I just want them to
So
fight.
if the Albanian man was any good, yeah,
Yes,
I would have vaguely heard of him.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. No more further questions, Your Honor. The
That's true.
Albanian man is being brought in, like Eddie
Yes,
Hearn said, people are going to complain about the opponent that we called. I thought they were
yes,
going to call someone like Tony Yonka. We said people are going to complain, right?
yes,
And I can say, after all of the trial and tribulation that Anthony Joshua has gone through, especially at the end
yes,
of last year, he's
yes,
allowed to have this warm-up knockover job, right? To
one
then
million percent.
go on to fight Tyson Fury in British boxing's biggest money event. End of story.
End of story. I like that. I like that. He's entitled to this fight, but I just, even though he's entitled to this fight, I still don't want the fight because anything can happen. You
I
don't know.
agree. I
You don't
agree.
know what's gonna happen. We don't know the effects. What I do know is AJ is a very mentally strong character, and he's just a strong individual who's dedicated his life to the sport of boxing. And yes, you're right. We are expecting a blowout, quick thing, and boom, set up the fight. Maybe Tyson Fury might sneak in one before, but if I was Tyson Fury, I'm not sneaking in no fight before. That's it. You've had your one. AJ's had his one. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Um, this fight is swinging back and forth. This is the 5th round of a 12-round contest. And I'm actually not gonna burn out any energy with these fights, Benz. I'm not.
I'm telling you, son, don't burn out no energy. Save the energy. Look at that. When you did the playbook the other day, the
Yes.
producer had to just tell you how much he enjoys the watch-alongs, and I'm saying,
Yeah.
right, save the energy for this big fight. And there's no disrespect to these man, Echo and oh, good right and pro rapid.
Spencer, this is our first watch along back, and we have almost 1,000 people live watching the thing.
You know, it's funny because I got a phone call today from Boxing King Media, and
Wow.
he was saying to me, am I coming to Manchester? And I was gonna go, but I think, you know what? I ain't got nowhere, brother. You know what I mean? And
Wow, boy, Echo coming through though.
good jab to the body there for Echo.
And
But
Echo's a man. He come down the stretch though. He does come on strong down the stretch. But again, it depends who's in front of you. This is we'll see how Rafferty carries the weight after round 6, if it even gets to
the
that point.
problem. You know the problem here with Echo, yeah, is he doesn't counter punch.
Yes.
He'll get hit. He'll get hit with
Yeah.
shots,
Yes.
and then he wants to fire back when he sees space.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He doesn't fire back off of your aggression, so he doesn't counteract your move. And
Yes.
because of that, that's why he can be in these tough fights. But like I said, 25 fights. This is his 25th fight, and there's no disrespect to Echo neither, because I like him a lot. But it does, after a while, take its toll on you, these fights, man.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
never seen Echo in with an easy fight.
At all. Because of the way he fights. Because of the way he fights. We're seeing Fabio Wardley being wrapped up by his long time coach Rob, very humble man, and then we see the man himself, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, with the Don himself, Don Chizzy Charles.
You know the crazy
owner
thing
of
is this,
Punk.
Tunde.
Huh?
Tunde, you kind of taught Don how to rap hands, you know?
It's mad. Me and Don go so back. With like our stories are
It's
just
mad,
incredible.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
And
incredible
I taught Tunde
because
how to rap hands.
it's mad because Don, I remember I brought him in the corner with me. You know, you cool. With Grant Skeel. And then Don brought me in the corner. Don and Derek, well, Don, I'm crediting Don, brought me in the corner for my first world title fight. Against Klitschko, Derek against Klitschko in Germany. So that was the first time I'd ever been in a world title fight as a coach. My first ever corner in professional boxing was with the man sitting down on the chair with a Beatles shirt, tied up, top collar, Spencer Fearon brought me into the sport of professional boxing at the top. Championship fight. My first ever corner as a trainer. And
Live
for
on the
that,
BBC.
on the BBC live. I think Dave Walker against Roman Karmazin was top of the bill. And
Yeah.
for that, I'll be forever indebted and grateful.
That's right. Where's my money, Tunde?
Spencer Smizzy Fearon. Yeah. I remember we was walking through the tunnel and Spencer was like, what time is it? Spirit time. The energy was dead, fam. And Spencer was trying to boost up himself. So it's like, what time is it? And we was all shouting, spirit time. But in my head, I was thinking, bro, I can't feel this thing. I can't feel this thing.
You know why?
You know why? This time Spencer was in the dance. Spencer was in the dance the night before. Spencer was in the dance the night before. No, really. But big up Spencer Fearon.
Them times, Tunde.
Yeah.
Them times, I'd meet you every morning over at
Burgess.
Yeah, 6:30.
Yes, sir.
Right? And certain times Nikki would drive me down in the mornings. You know what I mean? God bless her. You know what I mean?
We've been around in this thing a long time, Spencer.
Right,
it's actually incredible.
People don't know about this thing.
It's actually incredible.
I taught Tunde how to rap hands. Tunde taught Don Charles how to rap hands. How many more people has Don Charles taught how to rap hands who are going to get into championship positions?
And how many trainers have learned from Don and gone on to train trainers?
Thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? And this is Echo's cut bad, you know.
Oh yeah, same from the other one. And Rafa is doing his little jog forward like he does when he's ready to finish man off. But luckily the bell has saved Echo for this round. But that cut really was started from.
Right, they stopped the fight, son.
See, from Catterall. You see, they stopped the fight.
I see the referee waving over. I thought they stopped the fight.
Nah, they can't stop the fight,
man.
No.
They stopped the fight.
Bro, you must be a couple of seconds again. Oh, they've stopped it. The cut. Maybe the cut and... See, that's what I'm trying to say.
It's not the cut. It's not nothing. I told you. And this when like boxer repeats. 25 fights, brother.
25 fights, yeah.
25 fights.
Bruv, was it the cut or was it his corner just saying, look, we can't do this no more?
You know, like I said, look, man, Echo has done some good stuff in boxing. He's earned decent money in boxing, but you also got to be realistic with it as well, yeah? That when you're fighting like that, now the eye is terrible, Tunde.
Oh.
Yeah, the eye is terrible.
Oh.
And it's real Ghanaian, red blood, look at the blood.
That is going right into the eye. Yeah, it was Demolition Man who waved that towel straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and big respect to Demolition Man because these men come up together. They've stuck together through thick and thin. Let me reset this thing because I want to be on the correct time. They've stuck together through thick and thin, through the wins, through the losses, and that's it. What is actually on your screen at this moment in time, Spence?
My man's just walking up and down and listening to another one bites the dust. He's being held by the referee right now in the middle of the ring.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
He just pulled Echo to a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're seeing on the screen Alan Hergovich.
Yes, my one just come up as well. So I think I'm right with you there. Good. So yeah, we're getting ready.
You know, Alan Hergovich is a mismatch, you know?
It's a mismatch.
It's a mismatch.
There's no way David Allen is beating Hergovich. But I think I've got to stop saying that, you know, because we've seen some strange things happen in boxing. Well,
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I want people to remember that he got cut against Daniel Dubois. And you know firsthand, because if anyone didn't know, when Daniel Dubois was entering into this pro team, Tunde Ajayi was his first trainer. You know the power of Daniel Dubois.
For sure.
All right. So, and if Hergovich can take that, what's Dave Allen going to do? Dave Allen's going to outskin him? Shut up, man.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Shut up.
Because Hergovich was taking Daniel's right hand, so.
Of course he was taking them.
Yeah, he was taking them. He definitely was taking them. We now are 50 away from 1,000 in the live chat. Please, if there's 1,000 people in the chat or close to right now, I'm sure by when we actually start the watch along, there's going to be over 1,000. Please press like, comment, subscribe to the thing, because once the bell goes, it's full commentary. It's full commentary.
You're not listening to me. There's 1,000 people in the chat, yeah?
Yes.
I want every person to smash the thing and send a pound.
Yeah, imagine that. If everyone in the chat sent £1, that's a bag.
£1. You know what I mean?
A bag.
Right, exactly.
Where's our Nigerian friend, man? Where's our Nigerian brother that used to battle with Americans? Huh?
Ben Oden.
Ben Oden, yeah. Where's Ben? I spoke to him actually. I did speak to him offline a little while back. He had a massive company, but I think him and the wife sold the company. But yeah, Ben Oden was our man. We need Ben back in the thing.
You wanna send him a message to come back on the thing.
Yes. Come on, Otai Aaron. Aaron is mashing up the place. He said, big up Uncle Spence. Great young boxer up there in Bunny, Scotland, and he is definitely a name that if you don't know now, trust me, in a few years' time, you're gonna hear about this young man. Special talent, wants the game, come down to London, hit a few pads with me, and even when he was licking the pads with me, I'm saying, Bomba, this little boy can lick hard, he can punch hard. But obviously amateurs is about using your skill, speed, etc. So he just needs to carry on. So big up Aaron. I see ya. Yeah, trust me. He's taking he's just taking over the amateurs. Inshallah, pros next. And I don't doubt you for a second, young man. I don't doubt you for a second. The dedication and commitment you've showed thus far, just need to carry on. And
it's apple crumble time,
It's apple. Well, what are you talking about? I keep it apple crumble. The thing ain't started. But didn't we have this conversation? You started the apple crumble again. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. They're doing rum and raisin Haagen-Dazs in Morrison's special offer, bro. I went there and clapped. I took 6 tubs of rum and raisin Haagen-Dazs in my freezer. Bro, rum and raisins is like a special edition. Whenever rum and raisin come out, it don't stay long. Waitrose are trying to teeth everyone, selling it for £7 all that. That's nonsense.
A tub.
Old tight Sammy, this is the best boxing show. We get great content, and you guys always make me laugh. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much for that.
We do try our best. We do try our best. 994 in the live chat.
Tony, you're not listening to me.
999, Spencer, 999. One more and we hit the 1,000. So come on, wherever you are on the planet Earth. YouTube is everywhere. I want to see. We're going down to now 996, 998, going back up. I know. Come on, the 1,000's got to be there. 999 again.
Subscribe to the channel, you guys.
1,007. 1,007. We're ready. The people are waiting for the watch along. We have over 1,000 people. Currently, we sit at 1,010 ready for this. So it's quite obvious that they'd missed us, Spence.
Oh, come on, man. But you didn't even miss us that much. Start sending some money.
Spencer, come on now.
Come on. I am coming on. Thank you very much, Bobby Wright, for the $4.99.
Spencer will be falling asleep if he starts eating apple crumble. And that's a fact.
Listen, there's this place. What's the place called? What's the place? Jerry's Chicken and Waffle. Oh my word, son.
Excuse me?
Jerry's Chicken and Waffle, yeah?
Chicken and waffle.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a madness.
Nah, it's delicious.
You're moving mad. Even moving right, so you're moving mad. Hold tight, Jarflex. Come on. Thank you. The money's rolling in. Hold tight, Philip Owusu. Where you been, Phil? Big up, Unc Spence. Big
Come on, man.
you two up, man. Cracking me up tonight, bro. You know how this thing goes. It's just live content. We're ready. We're talking the language of the boxing fans. And it's a great. What's that? I'm getting texts. Yeah. It's a great time to be around. Spence, this fight, I'm so looking forward to this fight. I'm not gonna lie. This fight
is gonna be a bad boy fight, son.
Bro, I'm telling you, out Andrew McIntosh really agreeing with me, saying that Dubois is punching Wardley's head in. but I'm telling you though, Wardley, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna sit on the fence. I've said Wardley, I've said Dubois in 3. I'm gonna stand by that. But Wardley, he's got that kind of like, that confidence. Like, all right, cool. I hear what you're saying. And
he's very
articulate. He's very articulate. He's an articulate Niger man as well. Like, he's just like, all right, cool. But Daniel is he's just huffing and puffing. His fists are clenched at every meeting. This guy is like an animal waiting to be let out of the cage. And that's why I favor Dubois so heavily in this fight, Spence. The green tone 9256 says Wardley's got this. All right, here what? Yeah, you see, because Wardley, let me tell you what Wardley's gonna do.
Let me tell you, if he looks strong,
hey, who looks strong?
Daniel looks strong.
Hey, Daniel is a beast, bro. You're not listening to what I'm telling you. Daniel's a beast. But let me tell you the shot they're gonna try and knock out Daniel with. The overhand right. They're gonna fling the jab to the body and try fling the overhand right. Mark my words.
Or they're gonna do that probing jab because a lot of them Davis's man
he gonna feint.
They like to probe.
No, listen, Spence. He gonna feint, jab to the body, feint, jab to the body, and then boom, try to come on with the overhand right. But guess what? When you're coming with that make sure you don't miss the straight right hand that Daniel's gonna throw. Because Daniel's straight right hand is a madness. And when he's hooked Spencer, you see, look at that. As I said it, the footage of him throwing the overhand right come up on the screen.
Yep.
That's what he's going to do. But I'm telling you, when Daniel, if Daniel comes out and use that jab, it will bust up Wardley's face. I'm telling you.
Have you seen like Wardley's got some little
the cut, and it always comes. It always bleeds. It always bleeds in a fight. Yeah. Daniel just leave man hanging. Daniel's a joker, Daniel's been bare comics this whole build up. Thank you, 1,035 people in the live chat now.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. The people them are ready, but from a tactical standpoint, Spencer, let's talk boxing now. From a tactical standpoint, how can you see both men being victorious? What are the styles for both of them?
How I can see it for Daniel Dubois is getting behind his jab. He's got a very powerful jab. I've had a couple of boys go down and spar with him. And on the times when I was there, his jab, like, people don't know how quick Daniel Dubois is. He's very fast,
Very.
He's very fast. And, like, when he pushes out that jab, it's going to push you back. You know what I mean? It's going to push you back. And, like, but the thing with this is, like, Daniel Dubois can afford to go in straight lines as long as he's got his hands up. Because when you're looking at the overhand right, you know what I mean? Wardley's got to have his left hand at 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? But it's got to be up here, son. It's got to be up here. His left hand's got.
Wardley or Dubois?
Who?
Wardley or Dubois has got to have their hand at 12.
I'm saying Wardley. Sorry, Dubois got to have his hand up here.
That's what I
Dubois
thought.
got to have his hand up at 12 o'clock. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because like certain times when how Dubois carries his hands, yeah. When Dubois carries his hands, he carries it like mid-tier between 3 and 2. So it's down here sometimes when he carries his left hand. You can't be doing that against somebody like Wardley who likes to go. He stabs the body and he comes over the top,
Yes.
right? And he comes over the top and he can do that any round, right? At any round. So Daniel Dubois has got to keep a tight guard. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's got
Yes.
to keep a tight guard, and he's got to progressively walk down Wardley with a double jab right hand. And if you come up with a left hook to the body or the head, then that's so be it. But that's his style of fighting. He's got to methodically keep on moving forward, right?
Interesting.
But even though he's methodically moving forward, son, you know what I mean? He's got to be taking them little peeps, them little feints, just to draw the lead because Wardley is quite fast. And one thing you notice
Yes.
about with Wardley, he's very good at gauging the range. Like, he knows, like, oh, you're getting a bit too close to me now, it's time for me to move off. You know what I mean? You're getting a bit too close to me, it's time to move off. And with Wardley now, Wardley likes to probe with his jab. He probes with his jab, then he stabs his body, and he comes over the top with the right hand. But I'm saying the key shot for Wardley's got to be his left hook. Because he does throw a very good left hook to the body, left hook to the head.
Do you know that I just had a little flash in my head? A premonition. I just had a flash in my head that Wardley, he turns away from the right hand, and then Daniel came with a big left hook and clap him down with a left hook. And you just mad how you said the left hook that Wardley's gonna throw on Dubois. But I'm thinking one of your favorite combinations, the basic double jab right and left hook.
Tunde. That's the best combination ever. Right? Head
Double
or
jab
body?
right and left hook.
Head
I'm
or
telling
body?
you, that might go on in this fight, Spence. Oh, he said you got two, you two got the missus and daughter locked in as well. Come on, you know the set. Oh, that Damon Charles. It's how it goes. It's a family affair in this,
Come on.
and we are so
Massive big
looking
up to
forward.
Damien Charles for always supporting. Big up, my bro.
Always supporting, always supporting. The thing is that the ring walks might last longer than a fight. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Michael, Fabio's manager, is talking the talk, but I'm saying like, for me, that's more kind of like bigging up your man. But with Daniel, you actually know the fight could done in round one. Daniel has got that kind of leverage that the fight may actually be over in round one. I'm still gonna give it 3, but the velocity, the power, and the intention of both of these guys, even 3 rounds seems long.
So we're gonna see, because one thing we do know about Daniel Dubois, yeah, in the fights with Big Baby Miller and Hergovich, yeah, is that when he's zoned in, he can have that applied pressure. And it's that applied pressure. Remember, Hergovich for the first 2 rounds stuck it on him, you know.
He stuck it on him, yeah.
He stuck it on him, and he showed a lot of bottle, like just like the advert. I mean, Willie's got a lot of bottle. Remember, where was he? A lot of bottle. He's got a lot of bottle, mate. He's got a lot of bottle, mate.
Gumtree said it's past 10:30, Spence. Release the top button from your shirt. Top button from your shirt.
No, I'm not releasing no top button.
Bro, you man don't understand. You see Spencer? Spencer's a top button shirt man from creation. Yeah, that's how Spencer rolls.
That's right.
He said, "Oh, this I see." Andrew McIntyre said, "I watched him in the open workout. Fabio looking. Fabio, oh, what's that? My screen is kind of, but it looks like Fabio's looking for the left hook. Interesting. That's very interesting assessment. For my,
you know what I could see Fabio hurting Dubois and rushing and getting clapped out. You know.
Yeah, and you know what? I think everyone is looking at that. I mean, listen, you don't need to be like bloody Einstein. You just watch tapes. You watch the tapes that, you know, the shots. Obviously, people's looking at the left hook that Usyk threw on Daniel and clap him out. But I keep telling people that power is determined by who's standing in front of you. And I know, personally, Daniel Dubois is a frightening kind of individual. He just looks scary. He looks like Herman from the Monsters. When
Nah,
he's in
you've gone
front of
too far.
no, that's what that's the presence, the aura of Daniel. And when he gets angry, but you know, a great fighter will learn how to control that. But Daniel is a very, very scary guy when you get in front of him. He is, Spence. I don't care what anyone says. Old
It's
tight,
intimidating.
old tight Damon Charles, thank you for the 199 from you and the family. Old tight Sammy again for the 50 sec. Tunde, I will be visiting London in September. Does your gym do open sessions? Yes, you are welcome to the gym. Just let me know what I'll go on, and it'd be honor and pleasure to have you. What time is DDD fighting? The fight's coming up now. It's coming up. What's the time now? 10:40. They're walking to the ring any minute now. I must say you're going too far. No, bro. You man think I'm joking. Daniel is a bro, and Daniel, he's got this kind of switch off button. He looks like the loveliest teddy bear in the world when he smiles, but when he goes mad, and that's the. Do you see the looks what Daniel's been given in the press conferences? Yeah, and the way
Yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah,
face off.
yeah.
He's on no joke. Spencer, this boy ain't on no joke business. He's looking to do a number. Man's laughing. I said Irma from the Monsters, but bro, I'm telling you, old tight, Gumtree 536 said Tunde, big up your recent podcast you was on. Was a good listen. Thank you very much. I had you know who phoned me? Spence Quincy.
Okay, how you doing?
He
He
said,
always sends
listen,
messages.
yeah, man. He said, listen, you know, us brothers, we don't pick up the phone and just, you know, say how much of an influence and we are to each other. And he just wanted to thank me again for just being and talking the way man talks and not ever changing the narrative and always sticking up for ourselves. And but I said to him, listen, you see what you've just said to me. Now I'm doing this day is starting with extra vitality. And I feel like everyone should do that. Sometimes we're holding things in ourselves about a good thing someone has done for us or said to us, but we're not telling man. We're not telling man. But one thing I know about Spencer is always a man who pick up the phone and say, T, bro, I just love you, brother. You understand? And I feel
Yeah,
like a
I'm
lot
only
of
saying
people
that
should
till I
do
get my money back from you, Tunde.
that. Bro, I ain't give you no money. Bro, I jacked you, fam.
I
You ain't
want my
getting
money
no
back, you
piece.
little shiny teeth African. Where's my money, you little thief?
But yeah, we should all support one another and just say, you know, how much we mean to one another. Because, bro, let's see, I've never liked the saying life is short. I've never liked that saying in my whole life. I don't say that life is short. I just feel like life is to be enjoyed. Life is to be
Yeah,
enjoyed.
1,000,000%.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
put a
So,
damper on anything. You know what I mean? But, you know, country's always on there. Country's on the chairman. He lost his brother this week, so, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Big shout out.
condolences to
Yeah,
country.
big shout out.
Big
He
shout
lost
out, man.
Andrew, man. I can't believe that, man. His little brother, 44 years old. I can't believe it. You know what I
Mad,
mean? Yeah.
mad.
But,
And
yeah,
that's what
big
I'm
shout out
saying.
to country.
Life is to be enjoyed. Big up country, done.
Yeah.
Of course, bro. Time is everything. And I've always said that I'm a builder. You know, I haven't had the privilege of getting gold medalists and stuff like that. I've always built, so I can't do everything on my own. So I will never take on more than what I can handle. But I'm here for a long time, so you know, we'll see what's happening. I'm always helping kids, developing them, giving them advice, looking at contracts for certain young men. Because boxing is a sport where it ain't fighting. Just fighting ain't enough. You need to. It's not enough. It's a business.
It's not.
Um, it's a business. It's a business, and the best fighter doesn't always make the most money. And that's a fact in this sport here. So it's important that you have a good team around you that will look out for your interests outside the ring as well as inside the ring. So I'm always here to a certain degree, trying to help people the best way I can. O-Type Media Alert. He says, Tunde, very true. 100. Many men walking around just waiting for that one compliment of recognition, the silent battle many men have to endure. And that's facts, bro. Listen, man, we do so much great things, male and female. And one thing I noticed that females usually they always big up each other. I've noticed that. But the brothers, them, I don't know, some hardback thing. Like we don't want to praise one another. And it's the
Well, it's a disgusting problem, especially in certain communities. But
yes,
what I've realized is this is that everyone who knows me, I don't suffer from that condition.
yes, yes.
It makes no sense because this is the thing about it is this. If I know you and you're doing well, we're
Yes,
doing well.
100.
That's how it goes.
I just saw Andrew McIntosh. Yes, he said, I missed Tony Cisse a lot, man. He said, so see you Tuesday. Yes, Tony Cisse is
Yeah.
having
See you
his
Tuesday, my friend.
send off on Tuesday, starting from the Reptum, and then finishing in the celebration of life. There's gonna be the funeral, obviously the church service, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, Audley's in town, you know.
Oh yes,
He
yes,
landed. He sent me
Tuesday.
a message. Yeah, he landed today.
Okay,
You
great,
see?
great.
Yeah.
Sammy, can you read my super chat? Maybe I missed it. Let me see. Where's Sammy's super chat?
Amazon on the chat now. Amazon on live.
1,154 people are on live.
Right.
Yeah,
You
I've read
lot
that
send
already.
50p
Sammy,
each.
wait. Bro, what's the matter with you today? You're some money hungry thing.
Send 50p each, brother.
Bro, you got bills to pay. That's what it is. That's why your top color's so tight. Hey,
Now, Ewa.
Daniel is coming out. Oh, tight. Sammy, I did read this already, but he said Tunde, I will be visiting London in September. Does your gym do open session? I said yes, bro. I said come. You're welcome. That is the Snapchat you must be talking about. I'm trying to look if there were any more, but I'm sure that's the one.
18,122 people in the arena.
18,000.
Yeah.
Did you just say 18,000 people in that arena?
18,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's a good turnout, Spence.
I'm telling you.
Sammy,
See,
like
you
a
know what,
shirt.
Sammy? It's mad that you talk about the shirt because I wore a shirt about 5 years ago on the show. Everyone was cussing it, and I put it on today, and no one ain't cussing it. So yeah.
Nah, they're cussing it, bro.
No, they're not. It's from Mossbrook.
They're cussing it. Sammy, I've read out your Snapchat, man. I've read it out. You probably just missed it, but I did read it out. This is the fight we've all been waiting for. The watch along, the commentary, the in-between rounds analysis is about to start. Wow. Listen, no, that was the one Sammy Tunde replied earlier. Yeah. I told you I replied. Fabio will humble Danny Boy and he will take another knee in the presence of greatness tonight. All right, cool. You're talking the talk. Prediction.
You know what? It's crazy that Daniel Dubois is only 28 years old. It seems like he's been around forever.
Exactly. All right. 1 for Fabio, 2 for Wardley. Let's see what the chat has to say. 1 for Fabio, 2 for Dubois. Sorry, not Wardley. I'm saying the same person twice. So number 1, just put a 1 if you believe Fabio is going to win. Put a 2 if you believe Dubois is going to win. All right, let's see what's happening there. TC says 1. Malcolm Marcel, old type Malcolm. He says 2.
Big up Malcolm, always supporting.
NA5 Eve says 2. Fizzy says 2. Media Alert says 2. Air Force 286 says 2. Yemi X says 2. Northside says 2. John DI2WU says 2. My goodness gracious me. Listen. Wait. Legend says 1. Okay, you get a little Fabio in there. CDEW8WZ says 2. JD says 1. Bobby Wright says, what? Bobby, you going for Fabio, yeah? All right, cool. Miss
Bobby
Levi.
Johnson.
Yeah,
He's
Miss
hanging out with
Levi.
celebrities now.
Miss Levi 30. She says 2. She believes Daniel's gonna do the business as well. TC says 2. Damien Charles says 2. 100%. What's that? GRNDSDQ6968 says 1. Alan Skill says 2. Mikey says 2. Air Force says 1. Andrew says 2. Denzel Bell says 2. Media Alert says 2. Bro,
Daniel Dubois coming to the ring now, Tun.
Daniel sweeping up, mate. Daniel is sweeping up.
He's coming to the
Thank you for
ring.
Thank you for the $10, brother. BKL Sports Entertainment Show. Thank you for. He says shout out to everyone in the chat, including Stamina for Soul. Keep up the good work on the channel. Wait, I can read. Why am I reading that small thing? Appreciate it, and shout out from the South Bronx, brother BKL. Contreras, aka Sports Entertainment guy. Come on, old type brother. Appreciate the dollars, man. And hopefully we'll be doing a watch along from the United States of America one day soon. Daniel Dubois.
The tune is coming out to Tun.
What tune is it?
Involve. What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Okay. Switch it up now. The roots thing's gone. The root thing's gone. But I don't like when man come out to them soul them little.
Nah, you got the root thing now, man.
Oh, okay. Old type Daniel, followed by his younger brother, the heir to the throne, Solomon Dubois. A great young fighter coming up through the talent, coming up through the lineage.
Solomon's a bad boy fighter.
He's a bad boy. Solomon is a bad boy coming up through the lineage of the Dubois system. This is going to be great. A great occasion again for my brother, Mr. Don Charles. Has battled, struggled, and stayed strong for so many years. And it's just great to see him up there on wonderful nights like this in the UK. And God don't make mistakes. I've always said that, and I believe that. Old type Dennis Brown. He coming to the Dennis Brown, yeah? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I can't even hear nothing. I can't hear nothing, but be sure I'll be watching the replay. Anyway.
Wardley's coming in, boy. Roy Jones tune again.
This is exciting, man. Boy, I'm getting goosebumps, man. I'm getting goosebumps. Okay.
You know what? Sometimes I forget just how tall Michael Magic Hands is, you know.
Yeah, he's tall. He's tall. But brother. Wardley's tall as well, you know.
Yeah, I know he is.
Wardley's got no eyes. Look at Wardley's eyes.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
The eyes, Chico. We have 1,228 people on the live.
Chico. They never lie.
Oh my God, this is serious.
Now Wardley's on it, you know.
Listen. This is the thing. Old type burning. Kodia. He said the volume's off. I'm listening to you, man. Bro, and you're right to do that. Because when that bell goes, you will not miss a punch. You will feel as though you're in the arena. Oh, type greetings, Stamina for Soul. The beauty of the pencil. I see you. A-Force, Wardley will do it. The energy seems to be shifting towards Wardley. Yeah, they're the same height though. But Wardley, I don't know. Wardley looks a little bit, I don't know. The headpiece looks a little bit bigger. The headpiece looks a little bit bigger. But one thing about Wardley, you know, he just seems to just switch on. He becomes this character.
Yeah.
You get it, innit?
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah. Wardley's about it, but so Daniel, but Wardley is about it. Look at his demeanor, Tunde. Look at his demeanor. And you see when man said they got chewing gum in their mouth, that's something else in our business.
This is going to be a swingers. I can feel it, Spence. This fight.
But what I'm saying is this, Tunde. Remember, I'm telling you again. Don't think if there's not little worries from Wardley's camp looking across the ring and seeing Don Charles and Ian Dewberry, because the last time when they looked across the ring, when AJ got broke up by that same youth, and I'm telling you, energy goes where it flows, and energy don't lie.
Power is determined by who's standing in front of you. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to put it on repeat. Power is determined by who's standing in front of you. So let's see who the energies are with. Once again, this is going to be a blockbuster. Oh, mate. Let us go. Let us go. Come on, come on. Got my headphones in, TV on. Only commentary to listen to. You don't know. This is gonna be serious. Hey, Spence, don't start, you know. Don't come mash up the money with the commentary. Don't do it. Don't do it, Spence. Don't do it. Anyway, let me get my headphones so I can actually. Nah, what am I listening to? I don't need above. I'm doing the things, so I can't listen to it. But I don't want to hear the sound, Spence, because that's a copyright infringement.
Can you hear the TV? My TV?
Yeah, you just put on a second ago. It's Slim 9000 says too, so he's going for Dubois as well. Howard Foster. You know, Howard Foster's a man that like jumping too quick.
That's
sometimes.
The thing. That's the thing. There could be a controversial stoppage today, you know.
Hey, what's this brother trying to put his thing up on our thing? Get out of here, man. Come out the dance. Some brother trying to rate his thing on our thing. Get out of here, man. You're blocked. Come out of here. Try to use the platform as some free advertisement. 1,253 people currently waiting live. Daniel is doing the AJ bounce. Look at those arms, Spencer. Look at the arms. Look at the shoulders.
His belly look a bit big though, you know.
What?
His belly look a bit big too.
Nah. Don't watch that. Watch the arms, Spencer. The triceps, the shoulders.
He's coming out straight, you know, for war, you know.
Well, look at him, Spence.
Yeah. He's coming out to war, man, you know, straight away.
Daniel is going to... Bro, look at his arms, Spencer. I hope those arms can move fast. That's all I'm saying. See, Spence, you've highlighted it again. You're making people put energy in talking about his belly. You see? Now everyone's like, oh, look at his belly, looks bigger than usual.
His belly look big, stuff.
Bro, all right, cool. Watch. The only thing is, Fabio's quite fast. So I don't know. Michael's hyping up the thing. I never like to see that. I don't like that.
Why?
It's too much hype. It's too much hype.
He's always done it, though.
Nah. Yeah, he has always done it. I ain't gonna lie. But Daniel is not looking to move around. I'm showing you this. Daniel ain't looking to... Fabio has got the war look on him. He's breathing. He's exhaling kind of. He's kind of doing that. So I don't know if that's a sign.
Nah. He's on it. They're both on it. This is going to be a rocker, you know.
Bro, I'm telling you.
This
and
is
don't
going
let
to be a
Daniel tag
rocker.
him. Oh my gosh. My arms are getting goosebumps. 1,290 people currently with us.
This
92.
is going to be a rocker.
Listen.
Like Howard Foster's reading out the instructions and get ready for Tunde to take
Howard
it away.
Foster looks scared.
Tunde, drink some water.
Bro, where's my water? I'm going to get my throat ready for this.
Drink some water, get your voice ready. Right? We're getting ready right now.
We are about to start.
Don Tazer's giving over the instructions. Daniel's just biting down his gumshoe, getting ready, and the bell is about to start. Get ready for Baba Tunde, and the fight is right. Watch along for Wardley Dubois. Round one.
Let's go. All right. Daniel comes out on the front foot. All right. Wardley come up with an overhand right. Daniel jumping. Feint jab. Overhand right! What did I say, Spencer? Overhand right!
Yep.
What is this, man? Couldn't they see that was coming up? Anyway, Daniel comes forward. Jab. Feint the jab. Daniel, feint the jab. Jab. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Moving to the left. Circling now. Using his boxing ability. Jab. Daniel's got to get back on it. Fabio. Overhand right by Daniel Dubois. He's got to throw the left hook after it, though, Spence. What I was talking about. Feint. The feint jab to the body by Fabio. You know they're looking for the overhand right, Spence. I said it in pre-commentary. Jab. Daniel. Good jab by Daniel. Back on him. Daniel rushes in with the front foot. Feint. Daniel kind of pulled. Overhand right by Daniel. Hits Fabio on the back of the head. feint by Daniel, jab by Fabio, feint jab, 1, 2, entanglement by both guys. Referee Howard Foster gets in between them. Here we go, movement, feint jab, overhand right, Fabio just misses, but whisker, good jab by Daniel Dubois. Again, we move, left, feint jab, good jab by Fabio Wardley, jab again by Fabio, jab again by Fabio. All right, overhand right, just misses. Oh yeah, entanglement, rugby tackle.
His
Both
gums should
man
come out,
on
you
their
know.
backs. Referee's got to get a hold of this, but Daniel may have recovered from that overhand right.
That was a good thing.
Howard Foster gets it. The nervous energy may still seem be in Fabio. Jab. Oh, overhand right to the back of the head by Daniel Dubois. Entanglement again. Referee Howard Foster breaks them. Here we go. Feint. Overhand right just misses by Fabio Wardley again. Jab. Feint jab. Feint jab. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois steps back. Now Daniel seems to be hesitating a bit. Jab by Fabio. Good jab by Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Oh! Straight right hand on the whiskers.
He's hurt, you know. He's hurt.
By Fabio Wardley. Uppercut. The right uppercut. Jab. 1, 2 by Daniel. Oi! But Fabio comes back with a right hook. Referee Howard Foster gets in between them again. Here we go. Feint jab. Movement. Oi! Right hook. Short right hook by Fabio Wardley. Daniel pushes him. Jab by Fabio. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Here we go. Jab by Fabio. Quick jab by Fabio. Daniel gets on his toes. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Edging forward. Fabio feinting the jab. Down and low. Overhand right again. I told you he's looking for this over. Oi, 1, 2. But what I'm concerned about is Daniel is pulling his shots when he comes in. Anyway, feint. Overhand right on the chin of Daniel Dubois. But Daniel Dubois gets the entanglement, pushes her back. A good right hand on the inside by Fabio Wardley.
Last 20 seconds.
Friend business. Jab, feint jab. Overhand right. Uppercut just missed by Fabio. Overhand right by Fabio Wardley. What is going on? Spencer, feint jab. 1, 2 misses by Fabio wildly. Daniel done a good step back there. Daniel is hesitating. Right hand by Daniel. Oi! Good shot by Daniel Dubois at the end of the round.
So, like I'm saying again, yeah? I told you. The feeling was Wardley because I'm going with the consistent man over the inconsistent man. There's no disrespect to Daniel Dubois. But when he got caught there, it was a flush knockdown, more to do with nerves than apprehension, not knowing how fast Wardley is. And not only that, but as you notice as well, Daniel Dubois is not following with his jab. He's throwing the jab, but he's not throwing it with conviction. He needs to put his jab out there with conviction. If he doesn't, he's going to get counted all day long. And he needs to throw the jab a little bit more higher because the overhand right, he can block it if it comes up here. He's not throwing it high. I told you where Daniel's hands have to be. His hands got to be at 12 o'clock. It's not at 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? His hands at 3 o'clock. It's no good. And that's how he got caught. Because his hand was at 3 o'clock. The left hand was at 3 o'clock, Tun. The left hand needs to be at 12. But we're out for the round. Take it away, Tun.
All right, here we go. Next round, feint jab. It's going to be the overhand right again. He's looking for it. I told man all day. 1, 2 by Fabio Wardley. Just missed. Good step out there by Daniel. Good jab by Daniel Dubois in his chin. 1, 2 by Daniel. Daniel holds him. Fabio looks calm though. You know the overhand right is coming from Fabio again. I said 3 round. 1, 2 by Fabio. Counter left foot by Daniel Dubois. Jab, feint jab by Fabio. Feint jab. Daniel is hesitating. Good. Is he boxing or is he? What's he doing, Daniel? Feint. Overhand right. That wasn't even hitting nothing for Fabio Wardley. Good job by Daniel. Overhand right by Daniel. Left hook. That's the combination I've been asking for. The right and left hook, Daniel. Jab by Daniel. 1, 2 misses wildly by Fabio Wardley again. Jab to the stomach by Fabio Wardley. Feint jab. Right hook. Short right hook. Right to the body misses by Fabio Wardley. This is good boxing by Daniel though. Daniel's feet is moving. Overhand right by Daniel Dubois. He needs to follow with the left hook though. Feint jab by Fabio. Feint. 1, 2. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Again. Feint. Oi, right hand just misses by Fabio. He's missing a lot of right hands, Spencer. So Daniel seems to be dipping that right hand now. He seems to have clocked it, but feint, jab. But again, Daniel is kind of like, he's clutching at the punches. They're not clean, Daniel. Here we go. Fabio is looking faster at the moment, but Daniel, when he lands, there could be a problem. Feint. Feint again by Fabio. Right hand missing. Fabio is trying that right hand from so far out. That's never going to land. He needs to get his feet in quicker. But feinting going on. Daniel is waiting a bit too long, in my opinion. But jab by Daniel Dubois. He needs the jab right hand. Oh, wait, there you go. Good counter right hand by Daniel Dubois. Overhand right by left hook. What did I say, Spencer? The right hand left hook is the one. Anyway, entanglement. Let's see who's... Oi, Fabio done a little stumble there, Spence. I saw a little stumble in the leg, but here we go. Jab, feint jab. Jab by Daniel Dubois, jab by Fabio. Feint jab by Fabio. Feint jab by Fabio again. Let's go. Left, right. Movement. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Misses. Jab by... Oi, jab for jab. Daniel Dubois' jab was more heavier. Double jab, right hand. Left, right hand by Daniel Dubois. Come on now, entanglement Aguan. Second round, 41 seconds left on my clock. I know Spencer's a couple seconds ahead of me, but anyway, feint jab again. Why? Fabio tries to pull that trigger, but it's too far away. Jab by Daniel Dubois. They both look gassed already because, right and misses by Fabio Wardley. You know what? I've realized that Fabio's throwing that out of fear more than direction. But here we go again. Feint by Fabio. Feint by Daniel Dubois. Feint by Fabio again. Left foot was weak by Fabio Wardley. Jab by Daniel Dubois. That right over the top wasn't weak though. It just missed again. Entanglement. Howard Foster gets in between the two of them. Spencer, take it away, bro.
That's a round for Daniel Dubois. And Wardley facing bust up Tunde.
Bust up. I told you, bro.
Right?
You're not listening.
I'm telling you this now. And now, because the thing about it is, Daniel Dubois is getting more confidence with his jab. And he's adjusted his jab now because he was jabbing at 3 o'clock. Now he's not jabbing at 3 o'clock because he's jabbing, he's making the jab go high. So he's defending when the right hand comes over. And the thing about it is this, Wardley was too right hand happy in the first round. He could have tired himself out. You know what I mean? That second wind's going to come and start kicking in from about round 5. That's a perfect opportunity for Daniel Dubois now to start bullying him. But stop trying to headhunt. He's trying too hard to headhunt. And there's a lot of body there by Wardley that he could be punching. Because Daniel's convinced that he can knock him out and he's trying these wild shots. He needs to shorten them. And as soon as Daniel Dubois up close, he needs to throw a little uppercut and come back with a left hook. Wardley needs to start boxing more with authority with his jab.
Here we go. Out for round 3, which is the round that I predicted Daniel would knock him out. Here we go. Jab by Daniel. Bouncing nicely. Overhand right misses by Fabio. You can tell they've worked on this overhand right, which is what I said from the prelude, the preamble. Anyway, entanglement. Referee's going to have to get in between the both of these big lads. Here we go. Howard Foster doing his job as usual. Here we go. Feint by Fabio. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Good jab. Overhand right just missing. 1-2 by Daniel Dubois to the stomach. To the belly punches by Daniel Dubois, as I like to call them. Not body shots, belly punches. Jab by Fabio Wardley. Sharp jab by Fabio. Feint by Fabio. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Overhand right by Daniel and an overhand right by Fabio.
Ooh.
Here we go. Jab. Right hand. There you go. A big left hook on the inside. There you go. You got to come with an uppercut now while you're there, Daniel. Or Fabio, one of them have to come with an uppercut. All right. Referee breaks him up. Jab. Daniel was getting more assertive now, Spence. I'm telling you, entanglement. This is the round. Daniel, make my dreams come true. Knock out this boy in round 3. Here we go. Entanglement. Fabio is looking gassed, in my opinion. But he's got that dangerous overhand right.
Right.
Here we go. The overhand right again. I told you, and Daniel was taking the knee. What is this, Spencer? Oh, my God. I told you about this overhand right. Stevie Wonder could have seen that was coming. Here we go. Jab. Feint by Fabio. Daniel tries to rush him. Fabio pushes him off and said, get off me. Feint. Here we go. Feint by Fabio. It's over the overhand right. Spencer told you. That overhand right just missed by Fabio Wardley. Daniel still in there. Jab. Right and left hook, Daniel. Jab, right and left hook. But Fabio is dangerous with that overhand right, Spencer. We knew it. You told Daniel to have the hand at the 12 o'clock mark, and he never. And he's paying. Fabio's using physical strength now, bullying Daniel. But Daniel is still dangerous. Feint by Fabio. Fabio is looking strong. Overhand right just missed. Jab by Daniel. Feint. Both hands feint. Daniel. Overhand right. by Daniel. There you go. Here we go now. My goodness gracious me. What a shot. Oi, Fabio tries to pull that trigger. Feint. Jab. Entanglement by both men. Come and Howard getting the tune between the two of them. Daniel needs to do the jab. Oi, feint by Fabio. Oi, overhand. Good right hook by Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Jab. Feint by Fabio. Daniel's on his toes. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Here we go. Overhand right. Just misses. But where's the counter? Make them miss. Make them pay. Jab to the body. Overhand. That's how you're supposed to do it, Daniel. He's just missed there. But Fabio's back on his toes. 2s and 1s. Feint. Aye. Good jab by Daniel. Buckles and Fabio Wardley. That last jab put Fabio on his heels, Spencer.
It did put him on his heels, but we still got to be realistic. Yeah, that's a 10-8 round. And I'm telling you again, anyhow Wardley throws the right hand left hook, it's good night, Daniel Dubois. And unfortunately, Daniel Dubois is holding his hands. He's got the wrong hand placement, right? And then also on top of that, Daniel Dubois is not moving his head.
No.
You know what I mean? Daniel Dubois is coming like Metal Mickey to Rotted. You know what I mean? Or like, what's that? Biddy from, what's it? Buck Rogers.
It keeps on taking, Daniel
There's
keeps
no
on
head
taking.
movement. There's
Spence,
no head
Daniel
movement.
Sorry.
Go on. There's no head movement and there's no proper hand placement because he's keeping it, even though he's trying to hold his hands up, but he's holding his hands here. They're up, but his hair is no good. He needs to hold his hands here, Tunde. Right?
He keeps on taking this knee. I think it's mental now.
No, I think it's Black Lives Matter.
Behave yourself. Out for round 4. Here we go. Fabio looking fresh and fast. Daniel back on his toes. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Here we go. Feint by Fabio. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Maybe he's riding off that jab in the last second of the 3rd round. Here we go. We're going to see. But Daniel needs a double jab right and left hook if he is to have any success tonight. Jab, overhand right, just misses by Fabio. Oi, yes. Daniel's in there with 2 or 3 punches on the inside. None of them hit, but he's doing something. Work on the inside. Where's the body punching on the inside? Referee is asking him to clean up. Fabio straight on his front foot, but Daniel now is lurking. Oh! Dangerous. Here we go. Hey! Where's the left hook? Where's the right hand again? Daniel Dubois has hit Fabio with 2 straight right hands, and he's still there. But Daniel Dubois, it smells blood. What are you waiting for? Fabio is obviously got something which is deterring Daniel from finishing the show. Oi! Left foot just misses by Fabio. What
I told you that's to come back
right,
with.
1-2 by Daniel. And this is where Daniel has to capitalize, because every time Daniel throws the right hand, Fabio turns his head to the right, and that's when he comes with a left hook support. But overhand right by Fabio Wardley. We knew this was, oi! Right hand, but where's the left hook? Daniel! Show the left hook after. It will be good night, nurse. Oi, feint by Fabio. This is a barnstormer. This is the fight we all knew it would be. Don't blink. Feint. Jump to the stomach by Daniel Dubois. Oi, feint. Hey, there you go. Overhand right again. Fabio is taking a lot of right hands. How much more can he take? This is the question. And how much more can Daniel take? Here we go. Feint. Jab to the body. But oi, overhand right just misses. Daniel, overhand right by Daniel. The same overhand right he threw with AJ. Now he's rubbing the glove. Now you're doing the dirty work inside, Daniel. That's what you got to do at this level. Make him question himself. Give him the left foot right hand or the right hand left hook. Either one. Jab. Overhand right, left hook. Entanglement again. Referee has to get in between the two of them. Overhand right at the back of the head. There you go. Conquer man on the back of the head. That's how you do it, bro. Come on. Jab. Move forward. Feint. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Feint. Fabio's not feinting with a hand no more. Jab. Overhand right. Jab by Daniel. Counter right hand by Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Feint. Fabio steps to the right hand side, outside of Daniel's left foot. Daniel on the toes, feinting. Fabio looks dangerous. Daniel looks dangerous. Jab by Daniel. Good jab by Daniel. Feint by Fabio Wardley. You obviously are looking for that overhand right. Overhand right misses. Right uppercut to the kidney of Daniel Dubois. No, Daniel Dubois threw the right uppercut to the kidney of Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Jab to the stomach by Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Feint. Daniel's moving his head a bit. Jab to the head by Fabio Wardley. Feint by Fabio Wardley. Feint. Jab. Right hand by
Daniel round. That's a Daniel round.
End of the round.
The Daniel round is fighting a lot better there. And this that could have been a round, yeah, where things start to swing. right, in his favour. Because what I saw with Daniel Dubois is administering head movement now, and he's throwing his shots. And now I think he's adjusted to the power of Wardley. Like, the power's not shooking him up too much as it was earlier. And the thing about it is this, is like, Daniel is really hell-bent on trying to go for this knockout because Wardley took a lot of right hands. And I'm telling you, if this goes like to round 8 and he's taking their right hands, it's going to take his toll on him because them right hands right now, he can take them, right? Because you're fit, you train really hard. But later on down the stretch, we're going to see. I like Wardley to be like creating distance, popping his jab walls, Don Towns and boxing in his face.
Don just gave him a left foot right hook to wake him up. Don Charles just gave Daniel a left foot right hook, a Nigerian left foot right hook to wake Daniel up, but he could have knocked him out.
He's coming for it now. He's going for it.
Overhand right. Daniel's going for the kill. What is Fabio? What? Puncher, man. What are you waiting for, bro? Come on, let's go. Fein. Good job by Daniel. The ball rocks Fabio to his feet. Fabio does the rugby tackle. He thinks he's playing rugby. No, sir, this is boxing. It's a boxing. Daniel's back in there. Daniel smells blood. Fabio is fighting with a jab. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Left hook by Daniel Dubois.
That's an elbow.
Daniel's doing the Mike Tyson elbow, but Fabio is hitting him. Fabio is having a tired look, but he's still very dangerous. Here we go. Yeah. Oi! Overhand right by Fabio Wardley. Let's go. Feint by Boban. Overhand right by Fabio Wardley. Misses again. Jab. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. Follow the left hook, Daniel. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Jab by Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Feint. They're feinting. Both of them are feinting. Daniel Dubois. Oi! Overhand right. Left hook. Oh my goodness. If that left hook had landed, Daniel Dubois would be slept. Overhand right by Daniel Dubois. He's got to keep his chin down, Spence. Jab by Daniel. Fabio is swinging wildly, and if any of them touch, jab by Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Jab. Feint. Good jab by Daniel Dubois, like a right hand. Jab again. You got to step with the jab, Daniel. Oi, good. That's it. You see, as I said it, he done it. He's stepping with the jab. Here we go. Feint by Fabio Wardley. Jab by jab. Jab again by Daniel Dubois. Here we go. Feint. Jab by Fabio. Jab by Daniel. Fabio better not keep his hands down there because the right hand is going to come. I'm telling you. Oi! What did I say, Spencer? The right hand, the overhand right. But he needs the left hook. It's the left hook then. I'm telling you, bro. Wow, what a swingers. Fabio's eyes bust up, fam. Here we go. Let's go. Movement. Fabio still having the senses. What a jab by Daniel Dubois. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. The overhand right. But it was a right to the stomach. Sorry, not an overhand right. A right hook to the body. We know Daniel hurts everywhere. 48 seconds on Michael. 47, 46. Here we go. Feint. Spencer's gone for the hot minute, but I don't know where he is. Oi, good jab for jab. Daniel's jab, definitely more stronger. Good jab. Bust out his gumshoe from his mouth. This is exciting stuff. Fabio is under pressure. Fabio needs... What's that noise, man? Fabio needs a shot from heaven to win this fight now because Daniel seems to be on top. Here we go. Daniel walks forward. Overhand right. Where's the left hook? There it is. Left hook to the body. Overhand right by Daniel. Fabio looking worse for wears as this fight continues. Here we go. Daniel on the front foot. Again, like Monster Munch. He's after him. Overhand right misses wildly by Fabio. Daniel using his footwork to this. Oi, good jab by Daniel Dubois. Jab again. Right hook, left hook to the body. Left hook to the head. The same combination we saw him throwing on the pads with Don Charles. The left hook to the body, left hook to the head. But I believe that the left hook may finish this fight if Daniel can pull the trigger. Spencer, where are you? Spencer. Spencer's at a food delivery. You know that old Allen skill. Spencer, walk on, man.
No, it's man was phoning me. That's what happened. Mash up my team.
Come on, man. Come on.
Let me tell you, that was a clear round for Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois' best round. Right? Daniel Dubois' best round. And now his right hands are telling his toll, right? Because look at that. And it's about the boxing. And Daniel Dubois administering a beautiful jab, you know? Beautiful jab. If Daniel continues, this is a stoppage, brother.
Beautiful. Here we go. Who would have thought the fight would have lasted to this? Sammy said it was going to be Wardley mid to late rounds. Your prediction may still come true, but we are going into the 6th round of 12. Here we go. Things usually take a turn from this point forward. Jab, left foot, right hook to the body. Right uppercut, left foot by Fabio. Jab by Fabio, jab by Daniel Dubois. Feint. Daniel edging forward. Fabio edging forward. Feint. Feint. Both men fair. 1, 2 down the whiskers. Fish and chips. Jab. Straight. And Daniel answers with a Savoy. Jab again. Here we go. Jab for jab. Don't
Wardley
jab
look
with
tired,
him, Fabio.
bro.
Do not jab with him. You can't jab with Daniel Dubois because you know Daniel's one is heavier than yours. But here we go. Jab for jab. Feint. Jab. 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 Feint in the jab. This is Fabio's doing the old feint to throw the overhand right. And it seems like he's just a one-trick pony because he's doing it and Daniel's now reading it a bit better. Jab to the head by Daniel Dubois. Overhand right misses by Fabio by a mile. And let me tell you something. Usually, when you're missing so much, that's the experience gap. And Daniel has got the experience, Spencer. So now, not only has he taken that right hand, he's starting to roll it. Fabio just done a nice little cute roll. But Daniel, overhand right back. Where's the left hook, Daniel? Where is the left hook, man? Where is the left foot? Daniel comes again on the front foot. Fabio on the front foot now. Fabio on the front. Good jab by Fabio Wardley. Pushes back Daniel. But Daniel comes straight back with the jab. Straight back in his nostrils. Here we go. Daniel, the movement. You've stopped moving your head, Daniel. But that's a good jab. You're moving your head. Oi! Overhand right. Misses. Clubbing right hand by Daniel. There's the left foot that I've been asking for, Daniel. That is the left foot that would ultimately end this fight if you throw it. Here we go. Feint. Jab. Right hand by Daniel. Good. Jab. Delayed right hand. Jab by Daniel. Overhand right. Left hook by Daniel. There you go. Now the left hook is coming in. But maybe this is where the experience starts to come in. As the rounds go and the combinations start to flow. Here we go. Feint. Jab. Right hand. Left hook. Right hand. Left hook again by Daniel Dubois. He is showing the metal now, Spencer. We're seeing who's the quitter. We are seeing who is the dustman. And right now, Daniel,
Fabio thinks he's mashed up, Tun.
Overhand right, throw it, left hook, Daniel. Throw the thing, man. Feint. Overhand right by Daniel Dubois. Entanglement. Harold Foster gets in between. Warns Daniel of his head use. Fabio looks to be waiting for somebody to help him, but it ain't coming. Jab. Oi, overhand right. Left hook, right hook, left hook, left hook, right hook, left hook, left hook. Swingers. Swingers. We. Oi, overhand right. Jab. Left hook, right hook. Then Fabio's going right hand, left hook, right hand. Right hook, right hand, left hook, entanglement again, Spencer. What a fight!
Fabio is bossed up, Tunde.
What will, what courage, what bravery from both men.
Let me tell you this again, Tunde. Like I said earlier, the reverberations and the spiritualness when they're looking and seeing Don Charles and Ian Juby in that corner. I told you this, but you know what? Fabio's got some heart, but the thing is, you had a chance to take out Dubois. You should have took him out when you had a chance to, but he's too right and happy. He won't come back with the left hook off of that. But the thing about it is this, he's getting caught with the jab, because my man's meeting him with the jab, you know. Yeah. This is a different kind of bust-up, you know, Tun. This is a different kind of bust-up. And listen, this fight could be over in 2 rounds.
What did I tell you about the left hook? What did I tell you about the left hook?
Yeah.
The left
but
hook,
this,
man.
Tun, he's bust-up vicious, you know.
Yeah, but he's still dangerous, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, look at that right hand. Take it away, Tun.
Here we go. This could be the penultimate round. Round 7 of a 12. Fabio comes out with an overhand right, misses wildly. Daniel on the front foot, steps back. Jab, 1, 2, left hook. There you go. Here we go, Daniel.
It's done.
Here we go. Here, right uppercut, Daniel Dubois. Overhand right, Daniel Dubois. counter right uppercut by Fabio. Fabio's nose is bust up now. Overhand right by Fabio. Daniel has to counter when he misses. Jab, overhand right, left hook. What did I tell you, Spencer? Here we go. Jab by Daniel Dubois. It wasn't even a jab, it was a left hook. Overhand right by Daniel. This is the warrior code. This is the stuff I'm talking about, Spencer. Here we go. Jab, right hand. Where's the left hook, Daniel? Right hook misses by Fabio Wardley. This is murder. This is a madness. Fabio is bleeding. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls something out of the bag. But I'm still got Daniel going. Fabio does a feint. Jab by Daniel Dubois on his toes. Jab by Fabio. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Fabio kind of stood still. Right uppercut just missed. It actually didn't miss. It hit Daniel in the solar plexus, which was a good shot to the sternum there. The sternum. Here we go. Feint. Jab by Daniel Dubois, the monster. Herman the monster is coming to chew you up. 1-2 left hook. They've got to work on that on the next camp. 1-2 left hook. Because that's the shot.
Oh,
here we go. Feint. Good jab by Fabio Wardley. Feint by Fabio Wardley. Overhand right just misses by Fabio. Daniel is actually automatically missing that overhand right. Dipping it. It's quite strange, actually. But anyway, here we go. Feint. 1:22 left on my clock. Feint by Fabio. Nose dripping with blood. And we said this was going to happen, Spence. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Right hand by Daniel. In his face. In his chest. Everything. The weight of Daniel Dubois, 251 pounds on Fabio Wardley. Fabio's looking for that overhand right, but Daniel is a monster on the loose. Oh, my God. Right hand. Where's the left foot, Daniel? Right hand. Good right hand. Fabio still fights, but he's a warrior to the end. Look at it. Standing still. 50 seconds. 1-2. Just missed. Daniel, his legs looking a bit jelly. Let's go. Feint. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Fabio, I don't know much more. Overhand right by Fabio Wardley. In the depths. Jab. Right hand. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Daniel smells blood. Oi, right hand just misses by Fabio. Right to the body by Fabio.
Fabio started the thing again, you know.
By Fabio Wardley. Right hand misses by misses by Fabio. Jab by Fabio. Right left foot, right hook by Daniel.
What a round.
Right hook by left hook by Fabio Wardley. Jab. What is this? What a fight. Oh my goodness, great. Oh, they still fighting. Referee made a misjudgment. Oh, end of the round.
Turn an incredible round. Daniel Dubois better be very careful, you know, because Wardley's still got fight in him, you know.
I told you.
And Wardley will go out swinging. That's that Nigerian blood in him, right? But we love what it is. But the thing about it is this: Daniel needs to take him out now, you know, because Wardley will get a second win, you know.
I believe so.
Wardley will get a second win.
I feel like, you know, when you hurt a man, you get some different kind of energy.
Yeah. But Wardley will get a second win. So the thing about it is this: Wardley's getting bust up right now, and what Wardley needs to do is to take a round off. He needs to take a round off, right? Just to gauge things and just pop and keep things tight. Daniel Dubois is seek and destroy it. He's coming to try and knock him out. And then when Don Charles boxed him in his face, that put some different energy in him.
Yeah. Don Charles should have done it again.
Yeah, he should have.
But Daniel needs to be careful. Out for round 8. This is a round a lot of people put money on, Spence, round 8. So here we go. Out. Feint jab by Fabio. Has Fabio got a second win? Jab. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Sends him back on his heels. Jab to the stomach by Daniel Dubois. This is a war, Spencer. Overhand right misses by Fabio Wardley. Feint. Daniel's baiting the feints though. He's baiting to the feints. But here we go. Feint again by Fabio. Jab for jab.
Ooh.
Here we go. Feint. Overhand right. Good jab by Daniel Dubois. Right and left hook, Daniel. Come on,
Daniel's looking tired, you know.
Jab. Daniel looking tired from the get-go, from round 4, in my opinion. Just looking at body language. But he's still there, Spence. This is an intriguing fight. Here we are, round 8. Right hand counter by Daniel Dubois off a right hand by Fabio Wardley. Feint. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Here we go. Feint. Jab. Right hand. Where's the left hook, Dan? Right hand by Daniel Dubois. Fabio turns his head to the right, as I always keep saying. That's when you got to come back with a left hook. Boxing is so easy to talk about, not so easy to do. Fabio throws the jab. Daniel throws the counter left hook. Both punches misses. Overhand right misses by Fabio. Daniel, stiff jab by Daniel Dubois. Feint. Jab by Daniel. Jab by Fabio Wardley. Wardley steps to his right, looking for that overhand right off the feint. As we said from round one, if overhand right hand by Daniel Dubois, just missed. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. Where's the left hook, Dan? You're looking for the one punch. Come on, man. Let them flow. Right hand just missed by Fabio Wardley again. Entanglement. Both
His
men
eyes gone, you
are
know.
shattered. Eyes bust, nose bust. Daniel Dubois is on the prowl, but Fabio is still dangerous. Right hook by Daniel Dubois. Jab by Daniel. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. This is what warrior business is about. Spencer Fearon. Here we go. Feint by Fabio. Feint by Daniel with a feet. Jab, good jab by Daniel Dubois. What a jab, Spencer. This jab is a ramrod jab. It's making Fabio think. Fabio does the feint. This is real rocky jab by Daniel. Sharp. Again, but where's the... Stepping with a jab. There you go. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Jab, right and left hook. The left hook, when he lands it, bro, I'm telling you, Fabio, listen, you can't... There's not enough words in the dictionary to describe the braveness of Fabio Wardley, the heart of Fabio Wardley. But Daniel Dubois is still pressing. Oi, good jab. The jab knocks him back.
Oh,
what a jab. Left hook. Right.
They're going to stop it, you know.
Left hook by Daniel Dubois. I told you about this left hook. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. Moving forward. Jab. Right hand. Here we go. Feint. Oi, right uppercut by Daniel Dubois. Right to the middle, right over the top by Daniel Dubois. Entanglement. Referee gets in between the two of them. Fabio still hitting Daniel on his back.
I'm telling you this now. Fabio Wardley, yeah, should be pulled out. If he lost the next round, they should pull him out.
For real?
Yeah, I'm from how I'm watching. I'm on a big screen TV. His eyes bust up. His nose is bust up. And Daniel Dubois is just pressing forward. And Daniel Dubois is tired, but I'm telling you this now, right? This is the time now that I believe, and I'm going to be real, that they should pull him out. Because I could see him getting badly knocked out, you know? I could see him getting badly knocked out.
You know, that's what Daniel's on.
Yeah.
Daniel's on obliterated, man.
Yeah, that's what he's on. And now that he's found a range, he's putting them hard shots in. And it's like I said this from early, when them man are looking across the corner and seeing that Don Charles is actually a Nigerian slayer.
Trust me, because he's the king Nigerian, he's the elder.
Yeah,
respect the elders.
They're gonna check because his eye is badly swollen and bust up. Look, the referee's checking his eye now.
Yeah, he's damaged, Spence.
He's damaged, son. Pull him out, man. I'm gonna be real. His nose is gone. He's bust up. Right, they're checking it. They're gonna let him go on, and if he does go on, he's badly bust up.
And you know when they do,
they've let it go.
They've let it go. So he's gonna come out swinging. He's gonna come out with a swinger.
Because he knows they ain't got no other chance.
Daniel Dubois, the monster, jabbing again. Here we go. All them haters, all the Daniel Dubois haters are in trouble right now, Spencer. Daniel Dubois is on the prowl. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Use another jab, Daniel. Oi, right and misses wildly by Fabio Wardley, but that's for the... Oi! Right hand to the top of the head by Daniel from Fabio Wardley. But Daniel was not shaking that much, but he's taking a back. Oi! You can't do toe-to-toe with Daniel Dubois. Oi! This guy is a warrior. The left hook misses by Daniel. Right hand by Daniel. Right hook by Fabio Wardley. Jab. Oh my goodness, entanglement. Fabio trying to get a cheap shot on the top of the cranium. Let's go, Spencer Fearon. Here we go, Daniel Dubois again on the prowl. Feint by Fabio. Misses wildly with a jab. Oh, what a jab by Daniel Dubois. Pushes Fabio on his heels. Fabio misses with that overhand right again. This is the experience, Spence. Come on, 1-2, Dan. That's
good shot.
1-2. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. They got to stop this, Spencer. They have got
to stop it, man.
This is brutality at its highest form. Good jab by Fabio Wardley then. Still showing the heart of a lion. Here we go. Feint. Jab by Daniel Dubois. Jab by Fabio Wardley. 1-2 by Fabio. Left hook by Fabio. It was a weak left hook, but it's still counted. Oh, what a jab by Daniel Dubois. Again, jab for jab. Both men jabbing, but Fabio's so confident. He will not stop coming. Jab by
He's going to
Fabio.
get knocked
Fabio.
out, Tunde.
Jab by Daniel Dubois, right hand by Daniel, left foot by Daniel Dubois, overhand right by Fabio. Didn't shake Daniel at the least. Spencer, jab, right hand, left foot by Daniel Dubois. This is a fight. I've watched Daniel as a kid knock out people at this stage of the fight. I've watched him do it. Overhand right by Fabio Wardley. But I have seen Daniel knock out. What's going on? Overhand right by Fabio Wardley. Here we go. Jab, it's going right hand by Daniel, left hook, the left hook, right hand, left hook, right hook, again, right hand, left hook, right uppercut, here we go, right hook, left hook by Fabio, right hand, jab, round to the body by Fabio bleeding, right hook by Fabio, right uppercut by Fabio, left hook, right hook by Daniel, left hook by Daniel, that Fabio.
What a round.
Fabio is out on his feet. Referee Howard Foster gets in between them. Daniel still jab by Daniel. Almost knocks Fabio to his feet. Here we go again. 10 seconds left. Daniel's back in there. Straight away. No rest for the good. Jab, counter right hand. Left foot by Daniel. The bell's going to go, Spencer. Save both men for another round. But this is a madness.
It is a madness. And I'm keeping this thing 100, yeah? I'm thinking of the safety of the fighter. And ego comes into things when we're dealing with boxers and we're saying, yep, let him carry on and this, that, because he's a champion. But I'm telling you this now, yeah? Right? He's got a puncher's chance and we've seen him do it before, but I can't see him doing it in this fight here. But me saying it now, right? Daniel Dubois has become immune to these hard shots. He's become immune to the hard shots and immune to the uppercuts. And right now, all it has to take is this, yeah? When I was saying earlier, all Wardley needs to do is to take a round off. He weren't giving the instructions to take a round off because he didn't take a round off. He was still trying to fight. And this is the key things of boxing when you don't know fundamentals.
Come on, Spencer.
This is what we're seeing right now.
Daniel is a
Dubois knows
headhunter.
fundamentals.
Daniel is a headhunter. He has to throw body shots. Thank you, David, for the £2. We are going into the 10th round. This
is the last round. This got to be the last round.
No. Yeah, they're going to stop this fight. They have to stop this fight. Because Daniel is on a madness. Yeah. They're stopping the fight. They're going to stop this fight, Spence. They've got to stop this fight. This is too much. Howard Foster shook his head. He's like, nah. You can't carry on with that. It's when you see a man miss so much, that's the pedigree. They want this man to get knocked out badly.
They do.
They want him to get knocked. They're letting it carry on. My goodness gracious me. Here we go. Daniel on the prowl. Overhand right misses by Fabio Wardley. I've seen Daniel knock out man cold. I'm telling you, Spence, is a very dangerous place to be with Daniel Dubois. But Fabio is showing that grit. And if he wins this, well, you can't tell me nothing. But Daniel Dubois, jab. Look at the footwork. Jab, right and left hook by Daniel Dubois. How much more do you want this boy to take? Here we go. Daniel after him again. Here we go. Feint. Fabio now not bouncing. Now he's stepping. He's now stepping. Jab, right hand. The left foot, Daniel, is the one. I'm telling you, the left foot will close the show, but boxing is the easiest sport to talk about. Not so easy to do.
Tell them again, Baba Tunde.
Here we go. Oh! Wait. Right hand, left hook. Look at that. Fabio is taking punishment, Spencer. What are they doing?
If they don't pull this boy out,
This is too much. Even if, look, overhand right, left hook. Daniel smells blood. He is a warrior. Spencer, Daniel Dubois, I don't know, Fabio needs a punch from heaven. He needs a overhand. Look at that. It didn't even really do nothing to Daniel. That right hand didn't even do, oh my God. Look at the jab by Daniel. Daniel is showing a calmness about him now, Spencer. Overhand right misses. Right uppercut by Daniel Dubois. Right hand by Daniel Dubois. Right hand left foot by Daniel Dubois. Here we go. 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Spencer.
3 times, 3 times.
3 times. I said 3 times. I can't be 3 times. Yeah, but I'm talking about legitimate wins.
Yeah,
Here we go.
cool.
Here we go. Feint. Fabio still feint. Oi, right hand, but they're not doing nothing, Spencer. Fabio is now landing clean with a right hand. I don't know, but they're feinting. Fabio misses with the right hand. Daniel catches him with a jab. Daniel's going in for the kill right now. You can feel it. Overhand right, left foot by Daniel. But he's smothering his work. If he takes a little step back, he can do more work. Fabio is like a drunk man down Peckham. Jab, right or left foot by Daniel Dubois. Fabio is moving like a drunkard that just come out of the Peckham arms. My goodness gracious, and Daniel Dubois is just munching forward like Herman from the Monster Munch thing. From the Monsters. Let's go. Daniel's still bouncing. Fabio pulls the trigger, or almost pulls the trigger. Double jab by Fabio, but a strong jab by Daniel Dubois. Jab by Daniel Dubois again. You can see it coming, Spencer. Jab. Left foot, right hook misses by Fabio. Overhand right by Daniel. Right to the body. Left hook to the head by Daniel. Here we go. Right hand by Daniel. How did Fabio take that punch?
Tunde,
look at him.
Fabio Wardley, on my scorecard, he hasn't won a round since round 4, right? It's time for them to pull him out of the fight, Tunde.
They want someone to dead in this fight.
Right, it's time. But this is when you're dealing with inexperienced pussy clout people. They need to pull out this boy, you know? Because he's getting badly hurt, you know?
What did I tell you yesterday, Spence? Daniel Dubois is trained to be a killer.
Right. And I'm telling you this now, yeah? There is nothing left in the youth. Pull him out now, and you live to fight another day. But experienced people have pulled out a man by now, you know?
No way would I make my fighter take
right?
this.
Look at his eye. Look at his nose. Look, his eye is badly, grotesquely swollen, right? His left eye is cut. His nose is bust up, right? Pull him out the fight. And this is what I'm trying to say when you see these little pussy old people taking livings with people's children. They need
I'm
to pull him out.
telling you, man. Talk it, Spencer.
They need to pull him out.
Because even if he wins now, this is serious damage. Look
Course
at this,
it
Daniel
is.
Dubois in front. Right on, man, by Daniel Dubois. The left hook is going to come, I'm telling you. Fabio's still there, still got his eyes, jab for jab. But Daniel's jab is so strong, Spencer. Feint by Fabio.
Oh, it's
right.
done.
1, 2, left
Finally.
hook. Didn't I tell you the left hook would be the finish? Didn't I tell you the left hook? Didn't I tell you the left hook?
Tunde, listen.
Look,
seeing the brother.
My brother is messaging me from Ghana. He said, bro, he hasn't saved Wardley for another day.
No, they're trying to kill the youth. They're trying to kill the youth. They're trying to kill the youth, bro.
Daniel is a monster.
Right?
Daniel
and I'm telling you again, listen to me, Tun. Them man are pussios, and that's that. And no one I'm not taking back them talk. Them man are pussios. That you could have died in there, you know?
He could have died in there.
Listen, Tunde, from round 4, I never gave him a round, right? So I gave him 2 rounds. I gave him 2 rounds out of the 10 that they participated in. I gave him 2 rounds. And obviously, yes, they were big rounds. But the way that Daniel Dubois came up and he methodically, like I was saying in the analysis, if he just methodically moves forward and throwing them punches, it's going to have his toll. And this is the next thing. Man's going to have these man are rascal trainers, right? Simple things is this, you know, on basics of boxing, Tunde, yeah? When you throw your jab, yeah, you don't keep your head in the same alignment. You don't throw the jab and keep your same in the head alignment. There was no breaking of alignment. There was breaking of alignment when he wanted to set himself to throw his shots. But there weren't no head movement after he threw the shot. None whatsoever. And I'm telling you, and I told you, like I was telling you before, Don Charles is a thing like he's the Nigerian Slayer because he's the elder in this thing.
He's the elder.
He's the elder in this thing. And also, I'm telling you that when them men are looking over in that corner, I know these men here. I know they're a bit nervous when they're looking over in that corner. And no one can't tell me no different. They could have saved this boy, you know, because I don't know where his career is gonna go from here now.
That was a bad knockout because he's
Right?
like he's like a strong tree that if you keep chipping away, it never the same.
Right, and you can't regrow it because the branch ain't gonna grow back because you chop off the root.
Bruv, Don Charles hit him with a 2-piece, and that woke up Daniel.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when Don
Old type
slapped him in his face.
Old type Major Mike, thank you for the £5. He said, "This is why boxers need people in their corner that have a true love for them. This is madness. The sport hasn't learned from Michael Watson."
All right then. You know what I mean? September 21st, 1991. That was Michael Watson versus Chris Eubank Sr.
My God, the knowledge.
They could have killed that youth. They could have killed him. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to say. There's too much pussy-clad egos in boxing. You know what I mean? Too much egos in this boxing thing. There's someone's life that you're dealing with, you know? Right? From I'm seeing your eye bust up like that. I'm seeing your nose tear off like that. I'm seeing your other eye bleeding like that. Whereas, and you know, it's not like you don't know. You know the opponent that you're in. That Daniel Dubois, he don't do nothing else but box. Right? He senses blood. He's going to track you down.
You down.
And this is the next thing. This is the fundamentals or basics when you don't know them. You're clapping them out with the right and you're getting right and happy. Come back with the left hook. Right? Because often those knockdowns, when he's clapping the right and if he's coming out with the left hook, it's murder she wrote. Right? It's murder she wrote. And the nice thing I do like is like, maybe there's some spies listening to us because the adjustment of the hands, because Daniel started to hold the hands at 12 o'clock, you know? And then what happens? He started to ride the right hand. Reason why? Because he knew that's all that you're going to come at me with. You're not going to come at me with no jabs. And the next thing what I don't realize, I never see Fabio Wardley throw a double jab. You know why? Because trainers now don't show men how to throw double jabs.
Come on.
Right? Where's the double jab? You know what I mean? Just out of curiosity, where was the double jab? And no one can't tell me nothing because I see enough man walking around getting a bit too cocky with their positions. Right? I'm telling you this now. Where was the new double jab? They could have made that boy die in there tonight, you know?
That was bad.
Little pussies. I care about fighters, bro. I've been a fighter. He could have did in there. Don't piss me off today. Well done to Daniel Dubois, Team Dubois. Massive big up to all it. Massive big up to Don Charles. Yeah, I mean, for getting reinstated and pulling out a master job there. That was a master job. But that job wasn't really down to the training. It was more down to the spiritualness of saying, come on, let's do this. Yeah? And ages ago when they got together, I said, yeah, because he's going to need somebody like a Don Charles that he can affiliate to on a spirit business.
What did I say on the podcast? I said all this, Spencer. That's why I'm just listening.
Nah, these man, no, it's not that ton, yeah? I'm very upset, yeah? Because I'm telling you, they could have made this youth dead in there today. Those
That was too much.
punches, and you know, you used to train Daniel Dubois. Those punches ain't no ordinary punches, you know?
They're not ordinary. And I told you, Daniel is a monster, man. When Daniel, because you see, there are certain fighters who are boxers, but there are certain man who's bred to fight.
All right.
Daniel is bred to fight. That's just the thick and thin of it. He's bred to fight.
You know what I mean?
Hold tight, Matt Steps. He says, thank you, Spencer and Tunde, for being honest. Love you guys. Come on, we love you too, bro. Come on. Unks, please. I don't want to see Usyk Dubois free. Well,
no, we're going to see that. We're going to see a Tama. It's going to be Moses Tama.
Bruv, I'm telling you, they best be careful with this Daniel, you know. I keep telling, man. I've told it, man, from the beginning. Daniel Dubois, I've watched him from a youth. He is programmed, and he ain't like the ordinary guy who loses and then takes time off. The dad will have him back working the next day.
Even sometimes the same night.
The same night.
Listen, Frank Warren wanted Dubois to win.
No,
I'm telling you that now.
The match is easier to make.
That's why he wanted him to win.
Yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
fight.
About man
fight was
spending thousands to pay for technical analysis. Give me that money. Give me a quarter of that money. I'll show you technical analysis. Man can't piss me off today.
bruv, I keep telling
No
man.
one can't talk technique like me, you idiots. And I got history to back it up.
Bruv, I keep telling man, you can have all the technical analysis you want. Energy is different when you get in there.
Bro.
You can watch the tape of a man, but when there's energy,
Bro, these men don't understand energy. I'm trying to tell you this now. When I keep on telling people this thing that boxing is spiritual, what we saw today wasn't about technique. This was about spiritualness, right? This is about engine. This is about the energy, right? This is when a man can box you in your face. What are you doing? Come on. You know what I mean?
bro.
Right?
Thank you, Sammy, again for the 50 cents. Said Tunde, you pulled AY out of the better fight when that fight was the fight of the year. You protected your man. Big miss from the corner tonight. Well, bruv, it's what I told man. Every man's rushing to go this trainer and that trainer, but does your trainer love you?
Brother, let me tell you this now. Let me tell you this now, yeah? I want to know this, yeah? And I'm glad that you mentioned it, yeah? About does your trainer love you, right? I categorically, with my hand on my heart, know that Don Charles loved Daniel Dubois.
1,000,000%.
Right? Loves Daniel Dubois, right? And I like how Don conducted himself for in the presses, right? And what's the man saying? Spencer's what?
Wait. I think I rode past it.
You just put it up there.
Yeah, Spencer's hilarious when he gets rubbed up. When you get angry.
Bruv, anyway, don't even get me started today, yeah? It's not even the case of getting rubbed up, yeah? I'm telling you, as an ex-fighter, as a man that's managed, trained, promoted, right? Being around great fighters, I care for fighters. Because fighters, people think that fighters are superhuman. They're not superhuman.
They're definitely not.
They're not superhuman.
They're
and
human.
On top of, and like I'm saying to you, yeah? On top of that, yeah? Even though, like I'm saying, that wasn't good to see, bro.
Oh, tight Damon Charles says, thanks for the commentary. Me and Mrs. the daughter loved it. You know this set. You know we always try to bring the live. Bro, I finished my water because my throat.
That's your business. My apple crumbles come.
You start with your apple crumble again. Nah, this fight was mad. This fight was actually mad. We got a lot to talk about on the show tomorrow. But again, respect goes to the elder Don Charles, and that's what man really doesn't understand. You see, when you respect the lineage of those, everyone has their time, Spencer. But it's the lineage. It's the lineage.
The lineage, Tony. The lineage, not lineage. The lineage.
Same thing. Lineage. You know what I'm talking about. It's the lineage. Don is the elder. I'm behind him. You understand? And respect. I'm so happy for him because, like myself, Don has had to take a lot of criticism. But the powers, they came back to Don. Because they know you have to go back to the source. And I told everyone, in my opinion, just relax with Moses. Just relax with Moses.
They're not make that next. They're gonna make that fight next Sunday.
Okay.
They're gonna make that fight next. He's number one contender for my man's title. They're going to make that fight next.
Okay.
Right? They're gonna make that fight next. You know what I mean? And you know what? Moses will lose.
Okay, bruv. I'm not saying. All I'm saying is that
I'm gonna tell you why. Tunde, listen to me, yeah?
I'm not saying. All I'm saying is that, please, just be mindful. Just be mindful. I don't care about sparring. Hrgovic beat up Daniel in sparring. Hrgovic got stopped. Daniel is a killer.
Bro, he is a trained assassin. You know what he is? You know what he is? He's the Winter Soldier. when they program him up to kill off everyone.
Yeah.
That's who he is. Daniel Dubois is the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he gets. I said it. What did I say to you, Spencer? The thing about Daniel, he's gonna get better. Don't be looking at no loss. Daniel is gonna get better because he's a train. He's like, you know, when you go army, and man train you in the army. That's what it's like. Moses is younger, quicker, you know, fresher.
He's not younger. He's not younger.
He's not younger than Daniel?
He's 31.
No, don't be silly. Moses is 20.
No, sorry, Moses. I thought you meant. Sorry,
yeah. Moses is 20. Yeah. So younger, fresher. But I'm telling you, this brother, you see, he started to walk through Wardley's right hands.
Yeah, because Wardley weren't coming up with the left hook. And this is because he don't know the fundamentals. He don't know. I'm not like you don't know the fundamentals. All this probing jab foolishness. You know what I mean? No, you have to know the fundamentals. And you know how you're gonna know the fundamentals? If you don't, you gotta study the greats.
Listen, you see me. I met with Frank Warren last week, and I told him Daniel Dubois is going to win. I told him Daniel Dubois is going to win. Man ain't listening to what I'm telling you. I'm saying Moses Atama is my fighter. He's my young gun for the future. But I'm like, you can pull the trigger on him. Yes, definitely can, because he is good enough. He is good enough. But they say that in boxing, you have to go through them wars. Now, is he that good that he ain't? Is he that Roy Jones good that he ain't getting into no wars because he's that good? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's a I mean, that's a great. Yeah? That's a good. I mean, I'm gonna ask Manny to put up the poses, the poster tomorrow. The poses. I'm gonna ask Manny to put up the poster tomorrow. Do we see Dubois versus Moses? That's the poster. That is the poster.
Freddie, thank you so much for the $9.99.
Yeah, JD Dyer messaging me.
Yeah, he's messaging me as well. But yeah, I mean, big up JD. So
big up JD.
I'm just keeping this thing 100. That's the only way I know how to keep it, yeah? And I'm going to jump off of this soon anyway, because we're going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I want to enjoy my crumble, right? I just want you to know this. When he dropped him, yeah? When he dropped him, he should have gone to the fundamental basics, right? Or pushed it to try and stop him. Right? And you was trying to only do it on 2 punches. And literally only on 1 punch with that overhand right. You know what I mean? And that's that. And I was telling everyone, don't sleep on Daniel Dubois. But I was still saying, like, on consistency and inconsistency, I'm going with a consistent person. Right? But the thing about it is this.
Wait, don't try to switch it up.
I'm not switching nothing. Please, I'm not trying to switch nothing. Right? Because I can show you the messages. Right? But I'm trying to
about messages.
Tunde, you want to know the truth? I'm going to be real with you, yeah?
Don't try to switch it up.
Tunde. I'm not switching nothing.
Bro, I know it's late, but don't get angry. On this show, you said you're going with the consistency.
Yeah, and listen to me, Tunde.
And I said, no, sir. Daniel is gonna break him up.
Tunde, you need these little wins. I'm telling you this now, right? I'm telling you this now. The only reason why
wait. Hold on. Sorry. Old type Freddy 417 for the $9.99 expert commentary. Tunde, as always, the greatest show in town. Old type Freddy, you don't know. Come on, anyway, redeem yourself. Cause you said
I don't need to redeem nothing. I'm Spencer Knowledge Fearon, brother. Yeah, I mean, I brought you to boxing. Furthermore, where's my money? I'm trying to tell about this now.
Bro.
I want back to know, Tunde.
I told you. Herman the Monster was gonna break him.
Yeah, for real. But Tunde, listen to what I'm saying to you, yeah? You didn't think like when he got dropped, you weren't thinking that, right?
But you never heard me change my energy. My energy never changed.
Tunde, listen to me.
Man even said
I'm
on
not
the
arguing over. Listen to me. Wait there.
no, guys.
Wait. Let me talk. Let me talk, man. Please, let me talk. I'm not arguing over that. Over the decision. I'm not arguing over that. Why thing is this, yeah? There's a lot of pussies in boxing, Tunde. Right? And I'm not gonna stop talking this thing. Right? I'm not gonna stop talking this thing. There's a lot of pussies in boxing.
Wait. Man said since the Brazilian gal DDD's got heart. But you know what? You lot are crazy, yeah? Because you lot listen to these people's narrative. Daniel Dubois has always had heart. Daniel Dubois is not a quitter. You lot got fooled by the Matrix. I've been telling man, how can you call Daniel Dubois a quitter? He saved his career, which is what should have happened in the corner tonight with Joe Joyce. He did not want his eye to damage the rest of his career, and he took the knee against arguably one of the greatest heavyweights of the modern era. That does not qualify a man a quitter. And I heard all of these guys saying that he's a bit soft. I'm not going to call the names, but you all know who you are. You all called Daniel Dubois a quitter. You all said...
Who called him? Who called him?
All of them. All of them. They all said he's a quitter. They all said, Shane McGuigan come on the thing. Daniel don't listen.
Shane's a pussy as well. He's another pussy.
Yeah, you said Daniel don't listen. You all trying to claim this man's downfall. No. I was never going to fall for the Matrix. Daniel Dubois is a warrior. I've seen the boy from a young 10-year, 11-year-old boy. You can't call man a quitter. The man is a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. In the fight, I said, what is wrong with this knee? I said, why is he taking this knee?
I told you, Black Lives Matter.
I never called him a quitter. People in the commentary were saying, I must have money on Daniel. I don't gamble, but I know boxing. I know boxing and I know Daniel. Daniel is a dustman and he collected the trash. So, bruv, you can say what you want. Don't try to switch it like I was calling Daniel a quitter. Don't even dare go there. I was never that. Bruv, Spencer's gone. Spencer's got to eat his crumble. Listen, man, Daniel Dubois is a warrior. He's an assassin. He's trained to kill, seek, and destroy. Whether you like it or not, that's just how the story goes. And I'm not... Listen, Fabio Wardley, I said it in commentary. His heart desire can never be questioned. In fact, I think that was a situation where the corner should have looked at the whole scope of things and said, you know what, we can come again.
The corner's a pussy, Tunde.
We can come again. Because I tell you why they should have said we can come again. Because the story has already been written. The Netflix series was there. From, what was he? White collar to world champion. That's it. He's done. That's the story. And so there comes a point in a fight where you're like, nah. These shots from Daniel Dubois are not soft. They're thudding, concussive punches. And I'm telling you something, they better keep an eye on Fabio tonight. They better keep an eye on Fabio Wardley tonight, in my opinion. In my opinion, you better keep an eye on Fabio because that was punishment of the highest order. It was serious. Punishment of the highest order. Do you know what Daniel does? Come on, you man on some... Yeah, these guys are joke. Oh, tight. The lovely Sylvia. Listen, what a fight. I don't know where you've been, But if you missed that fight, you're on some jolting. Because that was the fight of the year. I don't know how there is going to be another fight that's going to test that fight this year. How comes he I saw what is it? How comes his jab is so hard? Okay, I believe, this is my personal opinion, it's from the mad press-ups. Not from lifting weights. It's from the mad press-ups his dad had him doing at a young age. Mad press-ups, mad amount of press-ups. That's where I believe the power come from. I'm telling you. I said it. Yeah, you know I said it. His jab is like a right hand.
Son, you saw when he was trying to jab, he started to get the range.
Good night to you, lovely.
Good night, Mr. Star. When you started to get the range and he started to dash that jab at my man, yeah?
Beautiful.
It was tearing off his face, Tunde. And that's why I'm telling you, like, from like what I was saying, I think it was like from round 7, yeah. After the 8th round, I said, "Nah, let's just stop this fight now, Tunde." I was saying let's just stop this fight. Cause I can see where he was going.
Just to stop you there, Spencer. In all the time we've been doing commentary, whenever I hear you say they should stop the fight, I always know the fight's supposed to get stopped. Because you're a man with so much integrity and knowledge of this sport that if you say the fight should be stopped, I know the fight should be stopped. I know the fight should be stopped. When you hear Spencer Fearon say stop the fight, it's serious. It's serious. So Spence was calling for it. They refused to do it. Referee, credit Howard Foster. He came in there and he did possibly what, well, Spencer wouldn't say possibly. Spencer would say definitely what the corner should have done, which was save Fabio.
And this is what I'm trying to say, and this is the inexperience of their corner. It's the inexperience of their corner, right? And I'm telling you, certain men are getting a bit above themselves. Do they get little accolades for what they're training? They get a bit too above themselves. You're dealing with someone's life. You know what I mean? You're dealing with someone's life. It's not a game, you know. They might can say they live in this thing, they're in the gym and da. No, I could turn around and say, Don Charles has lived this thing. You know why I can say he's lived this thing? Because he's done this when he had to go through financial difficulty to train these people then. When he's ready to, I don't even know, you got to hustle and I've got to take this way to pay for that bill and but still sticking at it because he thought, right, in the long run, I'm going to do something. When he's been shafted out of certain monies that he should have got. So off of that now, I'm saying, yeah, there's a difference. When I'm saying, right, are you doing this for the love of it? Loads of people that say, yeah, I'll do this just for free. No, certain people have got bring-ins and got money off of the back of certain things. I think, yeah, well, I'm here now, I'm arrived. All right, then, cool. But let's be real now. I'm going to say this again, Tunde. I'm saying boxing is spiritual. You know what I mean? Boxing is spiritual, right? And people like to take away the fact of the spiritualness of boxing. Because what is spirit? Spirit is something that you can't see. Can you see energy? No, you can't. So boxing, so putting in layman's terms to people, it's an energy thing, right? And energy cannot be destroyed, neither created. It transforms itself, right? So when it says in scripture, be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by what? The renewing of your mind, right? Now, if you don't, this is what I'm trying to say to these man. If you don't renew your mind, you're going to stay the same. And if you stay the same, you're always going to get the same results. You're not going to get nothing different. Now, this is the second time that man gone up against Don Charles. Don Charles, Ian Drewby, that man was coming there with spirit. They came there with spirit, brother. Especially after all of the dramas and how people was gunning Don Charles and all the rest of it. And what he had to do? He had to eat humble pie and shut his mouth. But this time coming around now, he said, well, this time I'm going to realize, because a lot of people getting pissed off when I run off my mouth. I'm going to shut my mouth. Let them man do the talking. You know what I mean?
Let me show the fight is right. Let me show the fight is right, son, to show you what Spencer is talking about. This is a text I received from Don Charles, Wednesday, the 25th of March. Wait. Oh, tight. Jamal Monterio for the 199. He said that's a career-ending fight for Wardley to watch. Serious. But as I was saying, let me see if people can see the thing. Wait.
No,
All
you
right.
can't see.
You can't see it, yeah.
No,
But I'll read it.
Right. Read it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if I turn down that. Wait there. Okay. What was the emoji come up for? Wait. All right. See it there. Wait. What's my messaging me now? All right. See it there. Wait. Sorry, people.
Tunde, just read out the team. We can't see
No,
it.
man. I like the people to see, man. Can you see Don Charles's name? Wait. Okay. He said, I can't read it upside down. I will read it out. It says, "Good morning, bro. Hope all is good with you and the family. Daniel turned up for training yesterday wearing your brand, and I snapped the pictures. Now let me show you what Daniel, how they know about the powers. You see the stamina for soul logo? You see what on? Are you seeing this, Spence?
You showed me that already, you know.
The same thing what you're talking about, the spiritual thing. Man know this thing, Spencer.
All right. But then man don't.
Wait, man, they know this thing, Spencer.
No, but I'm talking, but the other man, them don't know it.
It's the come on. You see the fight is right. Is seeing what's going on. The fight is right. Is seeing the stamina for soul logo on DDD. That's the powers that he's going in the ring with. Bro, man, look at this thing. You think that we're just some madmen on here talking nonsense? No, that's what they think. Everyone's just on there talking nonsense. But if you're really listening, there's a lot of jewels that you can get from watching The Fight Is Right. A lot of knowledge that will help you inside and outside of boxing. But when Spencer keeps on telling man, this is a spiritual sport, he knows what he's talking about, mate.
These guys don't get it.
But
it's
you know, I just read a text and I'm absolutely 100% with you. He said, let's wish Wardley a speedy recovery. And God knows, I don't want that young man to be hurt in a way that is detrimental to his future health. But that was a bad fight. That was a bad fight with a lot of punches to the head. You know, the number one intention in boxing is to render your opponent unconscious. Therefore, it's a sport. And because it's a sport, there are times in a fight when you just know it ain't going to happen. You're actually, and this is where I feel like ego comes into it. People's ego get in the way. It's that I ain't losing to him. I ain't letting my guy lose to him. No, brother. No. You can see you're landing right hands clearly and they're not doing nothing.
You know what, son? Let me tell you this, yeah? When you watch the old school trainers, yeah? If you watch Eddie Futch, if you watch Emmanuel Stewart, right? If you watch Costamato, right? You know what that man will turn around? Similarly to when Muhammad Ali fought Floyd Patterson, right? He said, show me something this round, champ. Show me something this round or I'm stopping the fight.
Yeah. If you don't show me something, I'm stopping the fight.
Right. You know what I mean? Nah.
Wait, that old tight grind.
Thank you
SDQ for the 199. Dubois taking a knee is actually smart. You know what? I have to agree with you, bro. Because it gave him that time.
Because it's giving it, yeah, of course it is. And I'm telling you again that you know what I mean? I'm happy for the victor, right? But my real concern is the shoddy work in that corner, right? And it was shoddy. Let's call it as it is. And I don't business if people want to get vexed because you can't do me nothing, right?
Spencer.
right?
What's about me? You always turn it into a fight.
No, because Tunde's like they wanting you to dead, Tunde. It's like they wanting to dead.
I think that might be a bit too strong. What I think is that no, that's just the fight is right. I want you to understand Spencer's passion. I'm talking for him, and he may say I'm wrong, but it's not that they actually wanted him to die. But I do feel like egos come into this a lot, Spencer. The ego of the trainer, and that's why someone spoke about it when I had to make the decision, and even God rest his soul, James Cook never stopped bigging me up and praising me for the action taken. But that's the point about having a genuine person in your corner, because ultimately, if you're gonna get to the top of this sport, you could be in fights like that. And when you are attached to a fighter that you know is a warrior, you know they're not quitting. You gotta say, son, listen, allow that.
Right.
Allow that. You know what? We'll come back again. Tonight weren't our night. But at least you can go home to your parents, your family, and you come again. You dust off your wounds and you come again. But when you are in damaging fights like that, you know, that's a damaging fight, Spence.
It takes its toll on you, right?
It takes its toll.
You know why? You know why? I could go back to April of 1990. Yeah, Michael Watson versus Mike McCallum, right? And Michael Watson gets stopped. That was at Royal Albert Hall. Mike McCallum stops him in the 11th round. It was a very, very hard fight, right? He has 2 warm-up fights that Michael Watson goes in with Chris Eubank Sr. And the first fight at the Olympia, Earl's Court, Michael Watson should have got that decision. He never. The rematch that took place September 21st, 1991 at was it Spurs Football Ground, right?
The knowledge.
Michael Watson died in that ring, right? And it wasn't because the slackening that Eubank gave him. It wasn't. It was the fight preview what he had with Mike McCallum, when Mike McCallum was sticking in them body shots on him and going through the middle on him, right? And it stopped him out of exhaustion. It takes a while for your body to then readjust, to get back, to build, to be replenished. Yeah? That was a very, very hard fight. Right? You got to look at all the great fighters in history, yeah? You don't see them in these kind of hard fights and lose and then come back to something else. You don't. Go name them. When Lennox Lewis lost twice, Oliver McCall and Hassan Ratman, he got knocked out in fights where he was winning and he got knocked out. Right? Then one shot book and you go down, right? You can come back and have longevity on a career. But you see, when you have them fights there, what we just witnessed, those fights there, Tunde, when you have lacked the fundamental basics in the first place to avoid those troubles, right? You've lacked those things.
I mean, we're going to touch on this again, but isn't it the fact that Wardley is still actually learning on the job?
What do you mean? Of course he's still. If you've never had no amateur fights, you definitely are learning on the job. And what you have done is double incredible, because you've actually made history, because it's never happened before that a man has won the heavyweight championship of the world and never been in there with you know what I mean? It's never happened before. Right? Never ever happened before. And you got to go back to how long the WBO title at heavyweight has been around. It hasn't been around that long. Well, to me, it's not that long. Because of these little young kids right now, they're going to think it's a long time, because it's 36 years since that, 37 years since the title's been formed, right? In the heavyweight division. His first champion being Francisco Damiani, when he beat up that South African man, Johnny Dupulli, right? And then Francisco Damiani gets knocked out by Ray Mercer, but he busts his nose after losing on points. He just cracked him with an uppercut, knocked him out, right? So that's then. The title, our country of Great Britain is the place that built the WBO. So we have a synergy and a lineage with the WBO crown in the heavyweight division. Remember, Henry Akinwende had it. And when he fought Lennox Lewis, who's a WBC champion, Lennox said, I don't want to fight for that title. We don't want to fight for that title. They need a title. We don't want a title. You know what I mean? But now, because of man like Michael Bent, when he knocked out Tommy Morrison, and what was that? That was October of 94, when he knocked out Tommy Morrison, 93, sorry, when he knocked out Tommy Morrison, right? Not Michael Bent was actually British, but resided in America.
In America, yeah.
And then he lost, and then he lost the title to another Brit in Herbie Hyde.
Herbie Hyde, yeah. But I grew up with his family, Naomi Bent, from Dulwich.
So these are the things I'm saying. Like the WBO is a title that our country built up that title in all the ways. Our country built that up because it was Nigel Benn that brought that title to this country. Right? Remember that. Right? That title, historically, for the money that it's made, it made a lot of money from Matchroom. Because that was the belt that Paul Ware used to fight for, and those men, that was the belt, that was the deal that Matchroom had with the WBO. And Ed Levine, who was the head of the WBO back then. So when you're seeing that title come here, remember Henry Akinwende beat Scott Welsh.
Yes.
In a WBO World Heavyweight title fight.
Yes.
That title is our country that built it up. So it was very fitting to see like that has been one of the greatest heavyweight fights that we've seen for the WBO in a long time. That is one of the greatest heavyweight fights that the WBO has had. One of the greatest.
I agree. Someone asked me in the comments a while back. He said, "Is that the greatest heavyweight fight you've seen?" I said, "Brother, trust me, that fight is up there. That was toe to toe from the opening bell, toe to toe." And I told man, power is determined by who's standing in front of you. And I said, no disrespect to Wardley, but I feel like the Hooney and the Parker victories flattered him a bit. They flattered him because I tell you why. Because Parker really was the nearly man. AJ beat him, Dylan beat him, and then he's come back with 2 runs against an African man that looked like he'd been eating abula and egusi before he went into the ring. And obviously, Ziliang Zhang, who's about 94 years old. So
And Wilder.
Yeah, that's how I'm saying. So they kind of like, they wasn't really up against young guns who, but that was his journey. That was supposed to happen. And that's why I said you can't discredit him, and not that he was trying to, for being the world champion. That's how his story was supposed to go. And all credit to Fabio, because it is an incredible story. But sometimes you just meet that one guy that is different. And Daniel Dubois is different. He's different.
I'm not even going by Daniel Dubois is different. And I totally agree with you on that, right? But I'm going by the lack of fundamentals.
Okay, yeah, but we know this. We know this, and that's why I said.
That's why I've got to keep on. It's the lack of fundamentals, and Daniel Dubois has got pedigree.
How you know is I said it from the beginning. He's gonna try feint the jab and throw the overhand right, and I knew that from just watching 3 highlight clips of 3 different fights. I knew that that's the game plan, so-called game plan that they had for Daniel. I thought they might have tried to implement the right uppercut, but they didn't want to fall for that one. But Daniel, once that another way of knowing experiences is that you'll punch, but you can't hit. If we go back and study this tape of the fight tonight, you will see how many overhand rights Daniel Dubois rolled instinctively.
Yeah, but not only that, but Tunde, he was telegraphing them overhand rights, that.
Instinctively, yeah. And a lot of the time he was firing it from so far out.
Right, because
that's the inexperience.
There was, of course, massive inexperience, but also there was no variation in his punching.
There wasn't.
When you throw the right hand, I see this all the time. Tunde would do this. All these fighters would do this, right? Bop, 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 boop, 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 boop. Where was that?
But don't try to show them how the thing there, man. What's matter with you?
No, but they ain't gonna get that. Where was that? Where was that?
Bruv, but you can't
You know what I
listen.
mean?
Sometimes you got to work with what you got, right? And I feel like
Tunde,
Fabio.
I get that. Work with what you got, please. Right? If Fabio Wardley, and this is no criticism because what he's done is absolutely fantastic. What he's been able to do in his career is nuts, right?
Yes.
When you're throwing the right, like you said, he's looking for the overhand right. Okay, you're looking for the overhand right. Now change the overhand right to a straight right hand and come out with your left hook.
Yeah, but you're talking like these man. No, you're talking like you like. To be fair, you are a trainer as well, Spence, because you know boxing. But this is why I feel like you get so angry when guys are getting these accolades for being the trainers. But really, in truth, what I feel like is sometimes, I don't want to say.
No, don't
Sometimes
say nothing to him, because
no.
you know what I mean?
Sometimes
You know what goes
no,
this?
I will never hold back what I'm saying, but I've become aware of how I say things. So
Good.
I don't want to say something and it is conceived different, but I just get it. We can see these things. We can see these things clear as day. Just like I said, the overhand right. Just like I said, the left hook. When Daniel throws that left hook after that right hand, it's good night nurse. And you see it was a double left hook that done the fight.
Brother, when you asked me in the beginning on what tactics that Daniel Dubois has to do, and I was saying that a methodical moving forward off of the jab, and when he started to find the range, and then he made the hand adjustment. When Don Charles asked him in his face, yeah, he made the hand adjustment. And the hand adjustment was like, right, my hand is no longer going to be at 3 o'clock. Right? It's no longer going to be at 3 o'clock. It's not even going to be at 2 o'clock. Right? It's not even going to be at 1 o'clock. I'm going to raise it up higher at 12 o'clock. You raise it up higher, and then when it was raised higher, in Wardley's head, he knows, like, right, I've got to try a little bit harder now because maybe the hand's going to block the shot. And that's why he's overexerting to throw the right hand. And when you overexert, that's when you telegraph the punch. And he's telegraphing the punch. Daniel Dubois could ride the shot. You're making Daniel Dubois ride shots like he was Floyd Mayweather to
He was actually rolling it.
He was rolling, he was riding and rolling. Right? And this is a big man. So all the credit in the world to Daniel Dubois. All the credit in the world. But I'm going to say again, right? I'm just calling it as it is. I see why AJ left. And that's that. You laughing for? I'm telling you the truth. I see why AJ left. We're laughing for. We're laughing for.
Spencer, what's the matter with you?
What are you laughing for?
The fight is right. This is what Spencer does. He starts getting angry with me. Spencer starts getting angry with me. We know when Spencer's hot. He's just like, bro, we laughing for like he want to fight me, but he knows I'll beat him up.
Oh, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, all right.
Bro, I'll strangle your top collar shirt thing.
Yeah, idiot. I'll top at your teeth. You thought you can't take body shots, right?
Yeah, fool.
So you can't take body shots, bro.
Bro, you know this show's deep. The viewers are going up. We are now at 1,919 people still with us.
All right. And I'm 1,919.
919 people are still with us on the Watchalong. Can I just say thank you, Adriana, it looks like, SP Berry, I think. Thank you for the $9.99 anyway. Why do journeymen get stopped on the whim, yet in big bouts, fighters are allowed to get wrecked? What's the difference in psychology with refs' corners between big money fights and mid-card fighters? That's a very, very, very good question.
But it's also self-explanatory one, Tunde.
Well,
right?
Maybe so
he spoke about the economics, right?
Yes.
Because there is so much at it. You know what I mean? They can't, a journeyman who's getting a couple grand, right? You can go get stopped, and then like you're gonna be on a 28-day suspension, and then you're gonna be back again when the phone rings. At this level, with the amount of promotions, pay-per-view, ancillary rights that's going on. You know what I mean? Fighters' contracts, the people that are earning within Manchester right now inside that stadium, merchandising, you know what I mean? Fighters' purses and everything else. And there's loads of people that's going to get paid off of it. There's trainers going to get paid out of it. The manager's going to get paid out of it. The promoter's going to get his cut. TV have to earn from it. When it's a fight of that, you can't just jump in. You got to give someone a chance at it for every eventuality, right? That is just how it is because people have paid their hard-earned cash. Certain people knew that this fight was happening months ago and said, right, I'm saving this in my diary. They put down this month's wages. They put down a little piece to go buy their ticket. They bought it in. So it's the economical thing. It's an economical thing. And also, when you get two good fighters, rarely do you see a first or second round knockout because they're two good fighters. And they probe, they think, right? Just like we saw, Daniel Dubois went down in the first round, right?
Yes.
He went down in the first round, but I know Daniel Dubois never looked that hurt to me.
No, you know he didn't. It's more shock.
He didn't look that hurt to me. And the thing about it is this, Wardley didn't have the enough knowledge, hadn't been taught enough knowledge because he hasn't got the experience. Like, off of that, you got fast jab. I never see you prepping with a jab. I never see you not once in that fight for a double jab. That's disgraceful. Right? I'm going to be real with you. That's disgraceful. You can be paying man to be writing all kind of boxing thesaurus, this, that, put your foot in this position, that, right? When you laugh for, I'm telling you the truth. If this is why boxing is where it is. But what happened? Who had the double jab? Daniel Dubois had the double jab, right? And the double jab is so important. You know what I mean? The late great Mike McCallum always said that's the problem with these fighters today, right? That's the problem. Everything has to be hard. Everything has to be hard, right? There's certain times you just got to touch a man. You got to touch the man, right? Just to let him know that you are. But you're touching just to know, so right, I've got the range. So now I can let off something hard on you. They're not touching, man. You know what I mean? And what we saw today, even though Daniel Dubois was trying the shots hard, he was touching him to put him in position to clap him. Because certain times Daniel Dubois will hit Wardley with the right hand, yeah? And in Daniel Dubois' he's saying, right, you're gone now. And Wardley took the shot. And that's what I'm saying. Wardley needed to be saved from himself.
Yes.
But then there's certain people in boxing need to be saved from their ego.
Old time Sylvia, she says, shout out to my 20-month-old baby Noah watching the fight and now the after fight live with his boxing uncles. Old tight Noah, Uncle Spence, Uncle Tunde giving you the commentary and the after fight analysis. And it's going to be even more. Sunday night, we're going again. And we're really breaking down this thing. Master is still laughing at the Herman the Monster. Bro, this is what I'm trying to say. You man taking Daniel for some joke. Daniel, you need to go and watch the Monsters. I told man was simple, but it was scary. It was scary. And that's what Daniel reminds me of in a boxing ring. And he's a scary individual. And the thing is, as Spencer always says, because boxing is so spiritual, you can feel the aura of certain individuals. And that aura, I feel like a lot of fighters, no matter what they've seen or heard about Daniel when he gets in the ring or prior to getting into the real fight, they can feel it. They can feel it when they're actually in the ring, looking in his eye. They can feel the aura. You see, Daniel kept on walking forward, regardless. But Daniel also showed a bit of boxing ability there. His footwork was very good. He made Fabio miss with a lot, just stepping out, not stepping back too much, just stepping out. So it was very, very good.
I'm on a live, man. I'm doing my live with Tunde. That's why, man. Sorry, bro. Right, love my brother.
Yeah, no, Daniel should have his own show. I tell you, Daniel should have a at home with the Dubois because Daniel is
Brother, that
funny.
would be a roadblock. Trust me.
Daniel, bruv, they got at home with the Furies, but you need at home with the Dubois. Not even at home with the Dubois. At home with Daniel. That's it. No, I don't even see no one else in the thing. Just Daniel himself. Because Daniel is just funny to me. I just find him so funny. And I can honestly say that I have not been so excited for a fight in this country for a long time like this fight tonight. This was guaranteed entertainment. How if it had gone early, still entertainment. But we actually witnessed a fight go on probably longer than it needed to go on. But in terms of just sheer entertainment, that was the fight of this year, 1,000,000%. There ain't gonna be another better fight than that this year. I don't care at that level. Sylvia saying, can we revisit what qualified Ben to train such big fighters?
No, we can't. Like I'm saying, everyone is where they are. But one thing I'll give Ben, he is consistent with his persistency. I'm not taking that away from him.
With his what?
He's consistent with his persistency.
Yes.
He's persistent, right? But what I'm saying is,
never, just to read that comment, never since he's been a youth. Go on.
What I'm saying is, well done, Don Charles. You mash up Ben Davis's man them again.
What's the matter with you? I don't know, Spencer. You know, Spencer's got low EQ. He's got high IQ but low EQ. You don't business fight with no one. He just says it how it is, which is good, which is what makes the fighters right. A special show. Listen, man, we have almost 2,000 people on the live with us. We've been going for 3 hours and 4 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to my bed.
Stan Dubois called out Moses. Okay. I don't know if that might be just clickbait. You don't usually hear Dave or Stan, as he's known, really going and calling people out. But
maybe he has. But the thing about it is this: he should call him out. Because I'll tell you this now, you're meant to take, you know what I mean? Most of the time ain't been in a fight like that, where you've clapped a man and they've got up and they're still coming at you. Right? Different proposition in between Moses and Fabio, but it's the same team.
But different fighters, Spencer.
I know. But I'm saying it's the same. I told you this thing's spiritual to me.
And I think people's only saying it's too early for Moses based on what Daniel done tonight. But again, Moses is a different kettle of fish. He's a southpaw, which makes it totally different. He's a southpaw that's got power. He's athletic. He's strong as well. And he's very, very explosive. Very explosive. But Daniel was bred to fight. And I'm always gonna say that is a cheat code for Daniel. He was bred to fight.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he was bred to fight. And Don Charles seems to be the Niger Slayer for real.
He's the Niger Slayer, son. I'm telling you that now.
This man's spirit is strong.
All right.
His spirit is strong. For real. Sam 3304050 says a confident DVD will smash anybody. The early round nerves is the problem, but he can easily work on that. That's very interesting.
Right, so check this one out, yeah?
Yeah.
In the ring ratings, they had Fabio at #1 contender, right? They're taking liberties, yeah? They got a picture of Henry Akawande, yeah? Saying Henry Akawande, Scott Welsh, and they're using his picture when he fought Zirkov. They don't know what they're doing at these TV stations. You know?
Come on, Spence. The knowledge.
They're just winding up.
The knowledge. All right, listen.
Yeah, man.
12:37 a.m. We have gone into the wee hours of. There's a show on the zone in it with the light heavyweight boy.
Who?
The bald head light heavyweight boy. He looked like from a sexy chocolate.
The black youth.
No, the black youth from Philly.
Yeah, he's trained by Tommy. What's his name? Tommy, good trainer, old white brother.
Okay.
Yeah. He's trained by him.
Come on. Yeah, bro, you have to back down. There's a South man. I grew up with the family, around the family, New Cross, Greenwich man. Yeah, like listen, man. It's one of those fights where I don't know Fabio like that, but I know Daniel, I know the family, I know the dad, and you always want your home people to win. But that's not to say I
Your
had
home people.
your home, like where you come from, the area you come
Oh,
from,
okay.
etc.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Not the Nigerian people, no?
no, no, I'm not going into it. I'm not going into so deep like that. But the people that the people that you see that you can touch
I'm
and
only
you
winding you
relate to
up,
them.
bro. I'm only winding
So
you.
I'm like, yeah, I wanted Dan to win. I did want him to win because I felt he was being disrespected a lot. And when I keep on hearing this knee business and he's a quitter and everything, I'm like, bro, you get in the ring then. The man chatting about quit. You get in the ring. You see how this thing is not a joke. It's a serious business. And Daniel's dedicated himself with the help of his father. And he's just a young man that is actually a warrior. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Don Charles, trainer of the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. Remember, Don had the opportunity to train Anthony Joshua as well.
Yeah, and Derek put a stop to it.
And
Anyway,
Derek, Yep. All right, let's leave it there. Thanks everyone for joining us. There's still just under 2,000 people online with us.
And I'm very grateful for all of you guys.
100%. It has been a great show. Thank you, everybody. I'm not even going to go into the usuals and name all the people that have joined us tonight. But suffice to say, this has been an epic watch along, over 3 hours long, over 2,000 people with us, step by step. And we will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Get your biscuits, get your popcorn, get your drink, your art drink, and we will end the show in exactly the same way we started it, with the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up. See you lot tomorrow evening, because our show tomorrow, The Fight Is Right at 8 p.m., is going to be epic.
Lit, as they say.